When is it not? But here we go.
Yeah. Alright, it's time to...
Ladies and gentlemen,
On the last
It's
episode
time!
of Goblin Tooth.
Everyone's
Mr.
died.
Vegas horse.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that cut out. Okay, moving on. What happened last time?
Well, yeah, okay, so we tried getting into the barn area. They said after a lot of arguing, we decided to split the group, try to go. The other places tie up loose ends. We did that. Didn't find out a lot of information, but we did find out the commander was forging the note that he gave us. Which, that's a little sus.
Well, at least the person who
Or
was
his
sent
side
to
of
get
lying.
the note.
At least that. Which was sus. We brought this up to the Revy. Blah, blah, blah. We went back when all the guards left. Well, except a handful of them, but they're fine with us being here now. We went to a shed. We killed some centipedes. Fern's got some trash. We went to a barn. Trash man. We went to the barn.
Trash man.
Found a lot. Someone deflated all the horses. And then we.
What was that sentence?
Deflated the horses. That's an excellent.
what were they full
Hell
of?
yeah, we did.
By the way, she can't hear you, so she's just looking over my shoulder at you guys through the computer, like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Okay.
We deflated horses, motherfucker.
You can't have crap in Detroit.
Okay.
Completely on horses. You can't have shit in Detroit. Anyways, so and then we fought some rotworms that are eating the horses.
Yep.
Delicious.
Oh, and we heard a dog in the house that teleported, and now we're going to go explore that house.
Yep.
So you guys want to
potentially beat up a dog and a bunch of people.
Woo! Beating people. Wait a sec, we're not the police.
Ouch!
Police.
Jesus Christ!
The police.
That-
Actually, no. Technically, we are deputized.
Oh. Oh shit. Yeah, no.
Go
Hey, well, how's that feel for you?
Wait,
All chance of
deputizing
being
us against
demonetized
racist
gone.
people.
Okay, good.
Put some bleeps in there. This is everything. I
No,
said,
I'm
like-
laziness. This is all raw footage. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
What
most
really
of
has it
never edits
all?
our videos.
I
It's
don't-
spread
I didn't even
themselves.
edit the editing videos. That was all bread.
Are we just getting more of the other thing? I think we should just ignore what Brown said. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Monster only takes it raw.
Okay.
You know, we can only hope there's just cheese goblins in the
I'm just
house.
gonna keep.
Yes, they are all made of Swiss cheese. And
No,
as
no,
you go
no,
in
it-
there with your butter knives, you face a swarm of angry Swiss cheese-sized people.
I'm sorry, what was that?
They
last
are
one?
all wielding the mighty spoon of justice,
Boom!
Oh, we're spooning now?
and they challenge your tiny butter knives with their giant metal rusted spoons.
Either way, we're
I
all
see
going
you
to
played
Christopher.
Knifey Spoony before.
Cool.
Okay. Are
Oh,
we
God.
are we good
This
to
knife was
to actually continue with the
a
story?
sword.
Yeah. Did
Okay.
we miss that? Did I miss anything in the summary?
You can't have shit in Detroit.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
conflict.
Basically, Monster on numerous occasions saved you guys from getting absolutely murdered by doing stupid things.
Our
um,
gracious Lord.
Not in the best way possible, but
Wait, how-
you know. I tried.
Reasons.
You're fine.
I only thought of better ways to do it after, as is the curse. All right.
Anyway, where are we on to now? What is our current predicament?
We're going to go explore the cottage and hopefully beat up some people. And
Footage. Also, how great does this map look?
It's amazing.
It's horrid.
I
Darn
love it.
I love how
don't
terrible
know.
all the horses look combined together
I
in their
can't tell whether if I
dead
like it or if I
pile.
love it.
All right. I just look over to death stares every now and again. Hi. All right.
We love you.
She can't hear you.
Okay, well, relay the message.
They
This
say
message
that
will
they love
repeat.
you, and that monster is amazing,
Okay, well now don't lie for us.
and now Omega's
Oh,
saying
dead
super
horses.
super amazing, the best there ever was.
Oh, hell no. How dare you.
Sarcasm. I'm tempted to just pull it up on my phone. Second opinions. No statements.
Half of it was true. Figure out which half.
Oh, no.
Baby.
This is
Uh,
the game I was referencing, by the way. If you don't want to see a deflated horse, look away.
Oh gosh.
Since you
Oh,
said
boy.
that.
What image are we
Being
looking at?
without batteries.
Holy fuck.
What, Fred? Where is
okay
that?
then.
That's what I was referencing, by the way.
Oh, she's gone. Fuck.
All right.
No, no,
So
no, it's in D&D stuff.
What the actual fuck is that?
It's a deflated horse.
so I'm assuming
that was
Shank,
hilarious.
you're going up to the door first.
Sure, I will.
Oh my god!
I said Shank.
I
It's a
follow
trap.
behind
Those
Ferns.
fuckers deflated his
Oh, I'm
horse.
sorry, baby. I didn't mean to scare you. You're making me scared the poor little kitten.
No, maybe if you weren't so protective of the person.
I have to be. I'm not outwardly aggressive. I'm just passively aggressive.
All right.
Okay.
So
Check the trap.
there is only one entrance to the cottage, a reinforced wooden door set upon heavy iron hinges. There is a chimney, but it is too narrow for even a halfling to make a descent. There are 3 windows, all of which have been tightly boarded up. While no sound emits from the structure at present, a faint light diffusing from between the boards indicates some sort of occupancy.
And
Do
we
we
saw
just
2
knock?
people in there. I'm gonna check it for traps.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Not everything's a trap.
You
It's a
know
mimic.
What? When did he say? Yeah, exactly. There are mimic doors. That is a thing.
There are.
There are. Yep.
Yeah, next thing you know, you're gonna tell me there's mimic walls.
There are.
There are. They're called fog walls.
18. 12 and 6. 18. I can match.
Okay. The door does not seem to be does not seem to have any sort of trap.
Is it unlocked or is it locked?
It's a trap.
I don't know.
I tried twisting the doorknob.
You gonna try
in
twisting
front
it?
of the door, damn it! You're gonna reach
try
in front of
opening
me.
the
I will
door.
bite your hand.
Okay, Shake, you want to try opening the door?
I won't bite your head. Okay, well, Shank, you know what? You wanna open
Okay, I'm gonna try the door. Is it locked?
You open the door.
Okay,
And
cool.
you
Oh, I
see
don't
what
wanna
you see
open
in
it,
front
I
of you.
wanna Check it.
Which is.
A small little entranceway with a nice little bare rug and another door.
Well, isn't this a very welcoming sight?
Yeah, it's very
Very.
concerning.
I want to check the room.
Sexy.
Okay.
Traps.
Is that perception or is that investigation?
Use what you want.
Okay, I'll
A
investigate.
D100.
Rule D1000.
13 plus 6, 19.
I love how sure she sounds in her voice.
I can math. I
Yeah.
swear.
19?
I.
So you basically scan the
Yeah.
room. You see a lovely, lovely bear mat that fits quite large on the floor. And you see 2 lovely little like wooden chairs that just rest at the legs of two of the bear legs. And You also notice that the door on the far side has a lock on it.
All right.
That should be. Well,
Who wants to try and unlock the door?
I guess
Wow.
I will.
I
I
won.
will.
Really?
Do you
I
wanna
have lockpick.
unlock it?
I'm proficient in lockpick.
Do you want to try it?
I'll try it.
Okay, I'm gonna hide on top of the chair.
I am much less squishy than.
Before you do that, should we maybe prepare some actions? Because something's probably behind that door.
Most likely.
Hide the stab. Hide the stab.
You stab the door? Got it.
Should I prepare thunderclap?
Roll to hit.
I'm gonna
Hide this
prepare my
bullshit.
crossbow
Oh, that's
Okay.
to blast whatever comes through that door as long as it's
Okay, do you want to
unfriendly.
position yourself in a way that you can see it?
got a whole 11 for stealth. I am
Absolutely.
hidden on top of this fucking chair.
11? Okay, 1 second. I rolled a 12 on the die. That's fair.
I'm posing. I'm T-posing.
Hey.
I rolled a 3. Like.
Hey, that works in some games. Specifically
very
prop
dominant.
hunt.
Or TF2.
When
There are
I'm
people-
prepared to throw a fucking dagger if anything aggressive starts coming at the people I care about.
Okay.
Oh, so you're not going to do it. Got it.
I love you all. You're my family, damn it.
I'm after hearing her say that, I'm just gonna like get in a safer position.
Even
Where-
you, asshole.
Where's Damien?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What's even happening here? Jeez.
Crap, where did I put
He's
Damien?
lost outside the fucking old age home.
Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Somebody please help. I can't find my way back in.
I got enough gold to retire on, bitch.
Today's bingo day, I really need to get in.
Okay, Elegance at the house.
Okay. Damien, there's these things called doors, or even holes in a wall.
No.
That's how you get in a house.
That is a window.
Being meta for a second, what part of the fucking house?
That is a
The
window.
Threshold.
No, it depends on how big the hole is.
Giggity?
Giggity.
I like how he's on the complete
A
opposite side
glory
now.
hole.
I can't figure out where to go.
There's a clear entranceway.
Look in where the person is T-posing.
There is no T-posing person.
What can he see? Oh, he can't see shit. That's right.
Imagine being human.
Can someone just moving there?
Fucking human.
Fucking human.
Fucking human.
They're inside there.
There.
Animal human.
Nothing.
Just walk right past me. I will
I
lead
believe-
you.
I believe in you, Damien.
I believe I can
There he
fly.
is.
I
shot by the
Well,
Yeah.
now I'm here, I guess.
All I wanted was a chicken wing. Got
Chicken
fried by an onion ring.
There. Okay.
Yari.
So
Yari.
you come up to a door and it has a lock on it. So Ferns, are you gonna roll to lockpick?
I will roll to lockpick. I am
Just
so
kick the
proficient.
door down. Why waste your time
Yep.
lockpicking?
Your proficiency to lockpick.
It's a
Actually,
dex
wait. Where's
check.
Brown's battering ram? We could use that.
It's a.
Sleight of hand.
I think it's Dex.
Yeah,
let me.
it's Dex plus proficiency.
Yep.
Plus, that's double your proficiency. I think.
No, it's only double your proficiency because
Oh.
you're a rogue.
Well,
Okay.
Fucking.
So it's gonna be like
You get
So
lockpicking. I
it-
suggest we use Carl's battering
It is
ram.
your proficiency bonus added to a Dex check.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Dirty 20. I rolled with a physical die, by the way.
Oh, okay. Dirty 20.
It-
That's gonna open it.
Okay.
Okay. You take off
Thumbs
the
up.
lock.
I'll save the lock.
Okay.
Wow, that's
I have
amazing.
2 now.
That was really
What are you
unexpected.
gonna do with locks?
Yes.
You never know.
Lock you
I
in
don't
your
know, man. I
room
got
so that they don't
barman
have to see you
all
again.
night.
Skull your cave in. That's it.
All right.
Baby, eat. Eat some food.
You will hear the barking of dogs.
Okay, can I see through the door, please?
Do you want to open the door?
Oh, well, yeah, if I hear barking.
Do you got
Not
your
much, I'm playing D&D.
gross horse still?
No, I don't. I ditched it. Let's say that.
I mean, to be fair, he was.
I
holding-
have Alchemist's Fire.
Oh no.
Sounds
Oh,
like
no.
a great
I'm
idea.
ready to chuck a dagger.
Okay. So,
I love how
Like
David just
crossbow.
accidentally entered the room.
yeah.
Like,
So,
what?
real quick.
Luckily, he has no
Would-
sight, so he saw absolutely nothing.
Would you allow me to throw an Alchemist's Fire in there?
You'd probably have to use your action to open the door, but after that,
Mm, fair enough.
or
They
actually,
might be friendly.
that might be free action, but yeah, if you want to open the door and throw it, by all means. But any reactions that are set will go off first.
That's fair.
And there's no
Here.
guarantee that you getting hit by a reaction won't cause you to drop the thing.
That's fair. So, I guess once I open it, I will throw my Fire Fist with both Alchemist Fire at at really anything hostile.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, am I allowed to prepare an action, or is this just going to be an action?
No, I'd like to.
It'll
preserve
just be an
Wooden
action
Cottage.
when the time comes.
Oh, okay.
Just
That's
let's
a great point. We are
let's
a
roll
wooden
initiative,
cottage.
and we'll go based on what your initiative is. Okay.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
So you'll basically roll initiative, and then once we get them all together, we'll start with your in order. So you'll be technically
Okay.
the first, despite what your thing is.
Oh,
15.
Chappie got a
Oh.
good roll off that.
Crap!
Nat 20!
Oh, shit.
And I can prove that one.
I mean, you were gonna be first no matter what, so if yours was a 1, you would have reset the order.
Poor baby. Yes, you're so precious. Please don't pee on my bed.
Wait, how did I get
10.
here?
Okay, 1 second. So we have bread at 23, which is Ferns.
Nobody likes you when you're 23.
Yep. We have next is Damien.
Oh, no.
I can't spell Damien right now.
Stop squeaking over the kitten.
D-A-M-I-E-N.
Oh, I said I'm
I kept
old
spelling
and,
it with
like,
a
sad.
with an I for some reason.
Oh.
So
Um,
I'm no longer 23.
so then it is Shank. With
What's
15.
that?
Then it is Brown, who is Carl, with 10.
That would be my
And
character's name.
Chappy Chap, who is
Brad.
Brad, no last name,
That's a pretty good last name.
for 3. Yeah, I came up with it. Okay, so this is going to go here. Okay. This is going to go right here. And this is okay, and then jeez, I rolled so great for these.
Hey, maybe they're friendly, guys.
They could
Maybe
be.
they're friendly.
They could be.
Maybe we can just talk this out.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Who's
Does
a good
anybody speak dog?
So,
I
woof
speak
woof.
Sylvan.
I have a follow-up point to this that I'm not allowed
All
to
right,
say.
bread, Ferns.
Okay, okay, so,
Oh no, I don't speak Sylvan. Look at their
so, I guess I open the door and chuck out
Well,
my
let's
fire
open. We'll start with open the door. So you open the door.
Okay, Well, no. Let's. Okay, fine.
There you go.
Well, that man's getting nuked.
That
what's
is a
the fire-
dog.
That dog's well.
That is a dog.
Oh, cute.
It's a little deformed because it has to fit in a block, but
That's fair.
I can't see the dog.
How does the dog look at like?
How
does it feel?
It is a mastiff, and it is currently growling / barking.
Does Ferns want to nuke a dog? No, he does not.
Fern's going to have to nuke a dog? Maybe.
Let me see.
Maybe.
Okay, so you can see.
Can we get quiet?
Oh, I can see. What's that man off to the north? Because I can see him.
Yep, and you can also see. I think the two at the table over there.
Yeah, I can.
They are all kobolds.
Fucking cold.
Oh, interesting.
Well, did you-
Okay.
And this room is very, very dark, except for the one little bit of candlelight and some light coming in from outside.
Okay, well, let's
Yeah.
help light up the room, shall we?
All right.
Okay. That's interesting. Like, our character, it's interesting that kobolds managed to tame Mastiff. In another case, well, how big of a square does Alchemist Fire make?
I think it's one creature.
He says that as action you can throw this flask up 20 feet, shattering on impact, make a ranged attack against creature or
Am I
object.
to understand that this dog is actually thinking
Uh,
about eating us? Or are we jumping to conclusions way too fast?
I think we're jumping.
It
Just give
is
it some
at a
meat.
creature. It is at a creature.
A creature, okay. So I want to throw 2 of them then. And I have proficiency because it counted as an improvised weapon.
Yep. Are you using the container that you bought it?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, yep. It'll do both of them simultaneously.
Okay. Now, which one do I want to nuke?
It's 20 feet. You have up to 20 feet to throw it.
Could have had
Nope,
some
nope,
tiny
I'm not looking, Okay.
Could have had tiny. We really could have.
That's fine. Can I only hit the dog?
I think so. I mean, you could step forward a little bit more if you wanted.
Burn the dog. Burn the dog.
We don't know what else is in there. So no.
So you can see sort of kind of what this one is near. Looks to be some sort of cage or something like that with some rope, and he seems to be working on it.
Okay. Well, fortunately, I don't know if Ferns would know this, but fortunately, kobolds aren't that strong.
Meta.
I know, meta, but you know what? Yeah, I would do that. So instead of throwing Alchemist Fire, Ferns has a bow. Bow is a few different kinds of trick arrows. I'm going to use my blinding arrows on the guy working on the cage.
Okay.
I
I have to remember what it is. 1 second.
Well, it's a flashbang tied to a stick.
Yep.
bang.
Something like that.
Bang, bang.
I mean, I'm trying to remember
No, you want
how
it?
I ruled it last time. I think this is
There you go.
Yep, a small thing on thing. Yeah, I think I did like 5 foot or something like that.
Oh, I did not mean to make. No. Okay. Well, can I roll differently, or do you want to use those? Because I don't want to use those. I meant just get the description.
I mean, you did roll it.
I did. That's up to you.
I'll still use it, but I'll say, you know, it misses, but it still goes off, and you've definitely like, they weren't really paying attention to you at all, but now they're all aware that you're here. Like,
Yeah.
you just lit up the entire room for like a split second.
Yeah. And since my movement's still like, well, actually, I can use my my spider. How do I want to use him?
Oh, right. I have to
Okay.
pull up your sheet again because I don't remember your.
I haven't written it down, by the way.
I know you haven't. I know. I just have to pull it up because I need to remember what it is. Like what you can do with it.
Remember, I switched to battlesmiths.
Yep, I know. That's
Shoot
why I'm
you
pulling
can
it up.
switch on it.
It's basically, yeah.
Yep, I'm looking.
Why'd you roll an athletics check?
I don't know. Who
What?
knows?
I clicked the wrong button.
Yep.
Oh, for instance, a flip. Although that's acrobatics.
Yep.
He does a more athletic flip.
Compared to a less athletic flip.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what would you like to do?
So yeah, I can get the little steel defender, well, my little spider, move around and do something.
Yep.
So, I think it has a ranged action. No, it doesn't.
Nope.
So it has a reaction. The defender poses disadvantage on the next attack roll of one creature can see.
Yep.
So that mastiff, well, I still have my own movement too.
Mhm.
So that mastiff, I want to make it so if the mastiff attacks me, my spider has the reaction. Give it to me.
I mean,
Damn.
you can. You don't have to say that beforehand. You can just do it during.
I know. I'm more I'm thinking out loud.
Okay.
Okay, and I wanna back off to here.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess I'll end my turn.
Okay. Damien. You've heard Ferns basically go in and light up an arrow that you saw probably shiny light coming from the room.
Ooh, shiny.
Alright, let's go in there. Oh, hello.
Woof woof
That is
woof woof woof. Bark 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 bark.
Let's see here. That's a very distorted dog.
That is a large lad.
It's a mastiff.
No, he's
So-
not massive. He's a mastiff.
No, just a quick question. Are we fighting to kill, or are we fighting because we don't understand the situation?
It's D&D. What's the difference?
No, what I'm saying is, would killing the dog be a bad choice here?
Yes.
I don't
I
know.
mean, it depends. Do you want to be the copy strat for
I
shooting
mean,
a
so
dog?
far they have done nothing bad to you.
So far since playing this game, we've made nothing but
Well,
horrible
hello,
mistakes.
cute little guy.
Rawr,
Try
rawr,
to
rawr,
pet the
rawr, rawr,
dog.
rawr.
Well, it's going to update how you're how.
I want to see this.
Ah, ah.
Can
This
I roll
dog's
an
want
animal
to chew
handling
Damien's
check?
face off. This dog is want to chew Damien's face off. I bet.
No.
He has what,
no.
20 AC? He's good.
He's fine.
Yeah, can I try to pet him?
The fuck.
You can try.
You sure can try.
7. Okay. We'll see what happens on its turn. Okay, Shank.
Alright. So nothing's come in the room, right? I just hear barking.
You saw Damien leave the room with his lovely vision of 5 feet. And you heard barking. You saw a flash of light coming from the room, which you also saw Fern shoot an arrow that caused the flash of light. But
Oh, Lord. Okay.
And it also seems there are a multitude of, well, Should I make a roll
Oh.
see if Ferns knows what kobolds
Hell
are?
no.
Yeah, I'm assuming
sure.
that all of you know what kobolds are. That's why I just said they're kobolds.
Well, Ferns will communicate there's a bunch of kobolds in there then. I'm pretty sure Ferns
And
would have encountered one.
These just sort of kind of seem like they're working, or like they were, and they're like in the process of dropping their tools because someone just lit up the fucking room. And
Is there smoke in the
No.
room?
there is no smoke. There is a little candle here. These seem to be pretty agitated. You know, they were just chilling, having a good time, playing some dice, and now someone lit up the fucking room. So, you know, they're they're all kind of stumbling a little bit.
Yeah, I blinded them, by the way. So now would be a good time to attack. Hopefully.
Meta.
No, well, a flashbang would blind you either way. That's not meta.
That's also fair.
Like,
That's also
I know. They're going in there. They're it's like walking into someone's house and just turning on all the lights while they're trying to sleep. Like,
Also, how was she looking at you when you were barking? Like, what look did you get from that one?
let's not talk about that. And the look I got from that response was even better.
Oh, Lord. Oh,
Nice.
fuck. This is
They
not
said,
good.
"How did you look at me when I was barking?"
I just. Poor neighbors.
The neighbors are fine. It's only 10 o'clock.
Yeah, Monster doesn't start doing
I'm
weird stuff
so
until 12.
concerned. Are
Nah,
we attacking?
you should hear me when I turn on the blow-up mattress at like 12 o'clock at night.
Oh my god.
oh.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm gonna run, use my dash, get over here,
Jesus Christ, okay.
and I am going to dump 10 gold on the table. Just push. Peace! Peace, peace, peace!
They're just I'll wait for their turn to have them react, okay?
Fucking hell.
Just to add
Don't need
suspense.
to attack everything!
Just to add suspense. Okay.
I can't wait for the team
That's,
attack.
that's livelihoods right here. That's a lot of fucking gold. One gold
Yeah,
is gonna take
10
over
gold
here.
is
a
definitely
lot.
Gold, silverware,
something.
put away.
That's a lot.
And you're
I
oh
got it.
god, now 1 second. I need to look up what do kobolds think of Fae?
Oh, I know the answer to that question.
I'm mostly covered up. You can see my face, like, kind of.
Yes, but
You can see
kobolds
my
can
eyes.
smell that. They can smell that.
Yeah.
Kobolds.
Kobolds hate Fae.
Are unseen
With
earth
great
Fae
intensity.
who inhabit it.
It's basically their god was shut down by a Fae god, and kobolds hate Faes because of that.
Because
Also, I
they're
see-
basically like shadow Fae, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
that
like-
sounds well for you.
No, kobolds aren't shadow Fae. They are just. They're technically a descendant of Tiamat, if you want to get technical.
Okay.
But their actual god was killed by a Fae god, and
Ah.
now they hate all Fae because of it. And
Which
it's a
one,
very
though?
deep hatred, and yeah.
Your god killed my god, so I gotta kill you. You know, I've heard
Yeah.
dumber arguments.
I mean, yeah,
Well,
I guess.
yeah.
Hey,
Pretty much.
I'm trying to not
Let me
get
see if
into
there's
a fight.
anything in here about if they run into a Fae.
I would
I'm
assume
hoping
they
they
get
like
automatically
shiny.
aggressive.
I'm hoping they like shiny like goblins like shiny.
Okay.
Oh, they
I'm-
love shiny.
Oh yeah, most things really like shiny that are like.
Exactly.
Well,
this
most
stuff.
lesser monsters.
Well, because they're
Uh,
just knockoff dragons.
Yeah.
Okay, let me
Well-
see if there's anything that would stop this from happening. Just out of
Because their god was basically like a son of Tiamat that was kind of deformed, but yeah, and Tiamat still liked him. He was a bit of a run, but he basically fought for Tiamat with great prejudice, And like I'm pretty sure it was a Fagot that killed him, and all his descendants from there on were just so
Okay.
lonesome.
Okay, so
Blood for the blood god.
interesting. So I have a lovely list here of things. So I think I know how I'm gonna play this out. So
Okay.
it is now the Red's turn. So these here are all gonna basically freak out because of the light. So they're all sort of like panicking. They're like, you hear some fuck. What do kobolds speak?
Kobold.
Cobalt. They speak Cobalt.
Is it just kobold? Is there nothing?
It is just.
Oh no,
just
it's
Cobalt.
I think it's actually Draconic.
Is it?
Yeah,
That makes sense.
because they know the language of common. They're like kobolds in general know the language of common and Draconic. So
Okay.
you'll just hear a bunch of curse words in Draconic, like just like oh fuck, what the hell, fuck. So
I don't
basically,
think
for anyone who doesn't know Draconic,
Oops, I don't mean to make those rolls.
Taco Bell.
okay, so these are all kind of panicking. Okay, and then Carl, it is now your turn.
Right. Well.
We've started chaos.
You hear a lot of what seems like demonic cursing coming from the inside.
Right. Okay. 1 second. I need to check what spells I have so I can make sure if I fuck this up right. Whoops.
Don't attack anything.
I'm not gonna attack anything.
Be prepared to heal our asses, please.
Oh yeah, no.
This was a dumb decision.
Yeah. I'm going to cast light. Yeah.
Okay.
You should cast it on the gold.
Oh no. Okay, I don't think you understand that there's a reason the house was pitch black.
Well, yeah, they don't like light.
Oh, it's one object I touch. Okay, this is a really bad idea.
Yep, it's a touch spell.
What I'm gonna do is a really bad idea. Okay.
Hey, it can't be much worse than my idea.
No, you're going to see what I do and you're going to question it.
Walk up to Omega, touch Omega, and make him braid.
Oh my god, please do it.
Do it.
No, I want to do that somewhat, but no. I'm going to cast light on my mate.
Do the Mountain Dew.
On your
and
what?
then mace.
Okay.
It's like my offhand weapon. And how far can I throw that mace? Will you let me attempt to throw that mace? Say to about here?
What's improvised ranged? 1 second. Improvised
20?
ranged weapon.
At that point, I'm
I
just gonna
think
whip
I think
it
it's I think it's 20, but official. Okay, so if a character uses a ranged weapon to make a melee attack or throws a melee weapon that doesn't have the thrown property, an improvised weapon throw has a range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet.
Okay, so I can throw it with disadvantage.
At 60 feet.
Right.
Do it.
I'm going to whip the mace. Attempt to whip the mace. Here.
Okay,
into
here?
the cube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll with disadvantage.
Just 1d20.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
that's a 2.
Okay. Roll the second one.
Now,
That's a
what?
10.
Okay. So, here's the thing. I'm gonna go... so you're back here through the door.
60
Don't
feet away.
make it hit me.
60
Literally
feet away. So that's... what? 10 squares?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do a 12-sided die, and if it hits 1 through 3, it's going to fall in the room that you're in. If it hits anywhere past that, it will go squares based on that range.
Okay.
Wow! So you take your mace and you throw it, and it bounces off of Damien's head, hits the cage, and falls exactly where you wanted it.
Oh shit!
Ow.
I rolled a 12.
Nice.
Holy fuck!
Nice.
I would just like to add what light does.
It's 20 feet.
20 bright,
20 feet bright.
20 feet of bright light, and then after that, 20 feet of dim light.
Yep.
Yep. You hear the Damien's helmet just make a bell sound like gong.
Who threw that?
Sold my soul to the devil for design.
1 second. Let me make this be so it's
Oh, now we can see
40
everything
20.
over there.
That's actually exactly
You know-
as the light is.
Monster, you broke the light. It's all cracked.
I know.
From my perspective, the light looks good.
What do you mean
That's
it's all
cool.
cracked?
Look at my
It's the-
perspective.
The cracks are coming from the outside.
Yeah. So it's like
Okay.
what we.
Is it-
It's
Yeah,
like
outside.
it's the
It-
light
it-
coming from the boards.
I know, but it's yeah, no.
I
but
mean,
the
I
thing is,
could
I'm
make it
not-
all
like,
dim
I'm
light
not
outside,
inside.
but it's a lot harder to make it all dim light right now.
I know. I'm giving you a hard time. It does
I
look
know.
Kind
How
of cool,
dare
though.
you.
It's all shattered.
1 second. Let me just remove the drawing here. Actually, I could probably clear drawings on this one. Yeah, there we go. So there you go. There's your little mace that's on the ground. Okay, so now it's their turn, and so you kind of see these two are like, ooh, shiny, shiny, you joy, and then they see a mace come in and it just blinds them, and they go, ah! This one here is like, what the fuck just happened? And it like turns to the door and just sees basically this group of people, including a human, a goddamn human, come into here.
Hey,
Fucking
why single me
human.
out? Come
And-
on.
You're a fucking human.
This one's gonna come in and be like, what the fuck just happened? There's a blinding light. These are gonna freak out and go like, holy shit, there's a blinding light. And they are going to be like, human, get out, human! Humans aren't allowed here. We were told no humans could be here.
How dare you? I'll have you know I'm Sir Damien Bullheart.
Told by whom? Told by whom?
Are we really in the place to ask deep questions
They're
right
they're
now?
speaking in
Yes.
Draconic. They're speaking in
I
Draconic.
know. This is
Um,
out of character, my thought.
yeah, okay.
I'm speaking out loud today, okay?
That's fair. So let me see if they're gonna do anything because of your clear intrusion. They are going to, this one, because of the blinding light and everything that just happened, is gonna move slightly this way, and is going to throw a, that's the wrong character. 1 second. Is going to throw a dagger at you.
Alright, they started
And
the fight,
that
they get to
is
die.
a... Okay, so that's a 22. And that's a nat 20. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Don't you love pack tactics?
No.
Okay, so it's going to deal... I mean, it's not a lot, it's a dagger. But...
D4 lives matter.
Arm?
So that will deal 8 damage to Damien.
Wait, hold on. How much damage?
8.
He's never had to take damage before.
Wait, how do I calculate damage on my character?
What the fuck is this? This some sorcery?
Is that charisma?
That was
Impossible.
also really good rolls, by the way. That was an 18 and 20 on the die.
Damn.
All right, and then yeah, I think that's only that one's really going to attack right now. Then this dog here is going to basically also go after you.
But I'm trying to be nice to it.
Try.
Yeah,
We
have
joke
you ever
with
tried
Pop-Art.
petting an angry dog?
Yeah,
Your
and I
teeth are
succeeded.
so precious.
No, you did not.
You got a 7!
No, in real life I succeeded.
Oh, good, good. He also
Nat
got a
20! Oh shit!
Oh my god.
Double check
Are you-
that. Double check that.
We're gonna
Yes.
die.
Okay.
We're all gonna die.
Oh,
Why
Jesus
are the
Christ.
dice
Well,
against
I'm
me
glad that I
today?
used
This dice is great. I love this dice.
I don't
Okay,
like
so
this dice.
it's going to
No,
fight
you
you.
hate it, condemn it, throw
That's
it
a
away.
1.
I like
That's
that
a
'cause it's only
4.
affected-
So that will deal also 8 piercing damage. Oh wait, sorry, wait. I forgot to double the die. So it's 12, and that's
Really?
14. 14 damage. And give me a
Already
strength
at
save.
13 fucking health.
Give me a strength save.
And
Wait,
some-
you have 15 health?
Why would I need to do a strength save?
Give me a
because the
strength
DM
save.
said so.
It's a
Hey,
It's a
I only have
dog.
naturally 26 health, okay?
A
So,
dog
like,
not
Okay,
bit
you will save. Alright. The next
Omega.
dog is going to also come over to you.
You know, Omega, dogs will grapple, like, lock their jaw on you if they're on you. You know that, right?
And he will
I
attack.
don't know that.
And he will miss. Alright. That was a fun
Thank
round.
God.
Brad,
that tells
it
I'm
is
gonna
now
kill
your
every
turn.
last one of them.
So having been in the other room and just hearing a whole bunch
You
of
heard some
fucking
screams.
Draconic screaming.
You heard draconic screams, you heard probably Damien screams. You've heard a lot of
Damien's
screams.
a man. He took it like a man.
15.
As well as a bunch of yelling about humans. Because I think you speak draconic.
Are these the dogs right here? These
Yes,
little
those are the
big
dogs.
Hunks of meat.
Those are the dogs.
Kill them.
5, 10,
Kill them all.
15, 20.
I'm gonna say, are you going to take half movement to move there?
Sure.
Okay, because otherwise you're technically leaving his space, but if you use half your movement, I'll let you get through it.
stuck your gut in.
Yeah,
So,
basically
like-
you you see Damien being attacked and you just kind of scoot against the wall like nope.
Not today! Like,
Well,
it's
let's
fuck
see
this shit.
here. My breath weapon is cone of fire.
Oh,
Please
my.
hit Damien. Please hit Damien.
So Damien's right there, correct? Where's everybody else?
Why'd you
I
do a
can't
death
really see.
save?
It's for the future.
He rolled a nat 20, but I don't think you can do that.
No, you can't.
It's for the future. I'm going to die here.
You're fine. You have 20 AC or 19 AC, whatever it is.
Yeah, you used to have 20 AC.
Now-
Thanks for that.
Would you allow me as I come in and before I blast this dog right in front of me with cone of fire? Would you allow me to grab Damien by the arm and just whip him back so he's out of the way?
That would most likely have to be an action.
Come on, monster.
Alright, fine. Then I'll just come in here screaming in Draconic to stand down or die, and then at the same time I'm gonna use my dagger and stab this dog,
Okay.
hopefully in the face.
Okay.
In the face.
In
Get
the
back your chin.
face.
I'll
I'll
punch
punch
your
your face in the face.
You know, monster.
And nothing.
That will miss.
That would have been way more fucking bad had
But it did kind of scare him so much that it let out a meow instead of a bark. What?
Real,
Good job, good job.
real quick, monster. How would kobolds react to a dragonborn?
They honestly would probably be pretty favorable towards them, at least
Yeah.
in my thought. I mean, you do have to realize that a lot of kobolds get just basically beaten down, and they're just kind of there to essentially follow orders, like almost to the letter, because they don't want to be beaten.
You should
They
see me
are-
as a
they are
superior
canon.
because I'm a monster
What?
compared to them.
Yeah, they kobolds are literally cannon fodder.
They are, and they're often used, but they very much will like follow orders to the letter because they basically get hit by any number of things. That's why when you guys came in, it basically was like oh hey, yeah, okay, you're here, whatever. And then you started blinding them, and essentially you brought a human into the place, and so they basically said nope, no humans, and so that's why they're attacking the human.
Yeah.
And the dogs are just dogs.
Yeah.
So.
Human, get the fuck out!
I mean,
Nope.
you also are
Turn
you are basically semi-blinding them.
Oh yeah, no, that's entirely to our advantage right now.
I mean, although technically it doesn't do anything because it specifies the sunlight, so. But
Aww.
I'm having it at least irritate them a little bit. All right. So Ferns, back to you. Back at the top.
Oh, okay. So after seeing a lot of this happening,
There's been a lot of panic inside the room from all parties.
And Ferns caused it. Well, some of it. Smoke arrow.
Never
No.
just be peaceful.
That would probably be better for them.
Well, what if I shot it into a crowd of them?
Still would probably be better. They don't have to deal with the light.
That's true, actually. They still be blinded though, but I guess in a less painful way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This one. I want to snipe him with a bow.
Okay.
Would I have? Would he have like half cover? Because Damien's kind of.
Yeah,
bad.
he would most likely have yeah, I'd probably say half with the fact that you have you actually have 3 people in front of you, so
Yeah, I guess.
I'd probably go 3/4 cover, actually.
You see, I'm still somewhat
I'm not gonna
squishy.
forget about the
You're
distance jump.
shooting through a door and then 3 people, so that's gonna be 3/4.
3/4. Well, if I stood in the doorway, then would it just be half?
I would probably give you half, yeah.
Okay, I'll do
It's
that.
just the fact that you're shooting through a door, through like 3 people. That's a tough shot to make.
That would be a tougher shot, especially 2 mastiffs.
Yep.
So I'll take the half cover on him.
Yep. Because
Don't
mastiffs,
like
I think,
it.
are considered medium, so it's probably not as bad.
Yeah, they are.
Yes, mastiffs are medium.
Let's not roll
Medium
that
is
one.
the size of a person.
I didn't roll that one. I rolled a 21.
Okay. That will most likely hit. I know, surprise.
I guess we'll go with 8 piercing damage calculator.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, pretty good.
It's dead.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, kobolds have very, very low health. They are cannon fodder.
Well, true.
Not really.
So let's just say I headshot him.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh,
You
for
just basically
fuck's sake.
pierced through his skull. Like, you gave him a unicorn horn.
Oh my god.
And not only is it a unicorn horn, but it's like a double-sided where it goes from the front to the back.
Jesus. Okay, so I will now have my spider, because I can do that. I'll let him go up to here, and I'll help out Damien.
Okay.
Because I have the force empowered red.
Do you have the spider lit up?
Yeah, he's holding my torch.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Oh no.
But it's like a little slot for a torch.
Got
Giggity.
Or well, not slot, more like a little. You know those like wall holder.
A
torch
little
holders?
crevasse.
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I got what you mean. I got what you mean. All right.
Anyways, so that's going to be d20 plus 4.
For what?
D20. Well, I have to roll its attack.
Oh.
Spiders.
Yep.
1d8
Is it a bonus action or is it your action?
It's actually the spider's action. Now
Yeah, but the
spider's
spider
there.
doesn't get an attack action unless you use something, and I don't remember what it is.
Oh, it requires my bonus action. So yeah.
Okay, so it's a bonus action.
And yeah, I'm fine.
Hmm.
So, boop. 22 hit.
A 22 will hit.
Well, that is a 1d8 plus 2. That is pretty good.
Yeah, especially for a bonus action that you can do on every turn. That's pretty
Just
decent.
6.
Okay, it'll take 6 damage.
I guess the spider will just swipe at the dog with one of its
Okay.
eggs.
Sure. All right. Next on the list is Damien.
All right. These damn
Run away!
dogs are going to get now. I'm going to take a swing with my longsword at
Which one?
this pupper,
Okay.
since it's the one that got a nat 20.
Mm-hmm. The other one missed.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Here we
it.
go.
Never miss, huh?
I like it.
You be fucking kidding me. Are you serious with this shit?
Okay, that will...
Having my luck
Pretty
today.
sure that will miss.
Alright, then I'm gonna have to use my special ability. Action Surge.
Nat 1, nat 1, nat 1.
I'm also going to quickly
so
do a
mean.
second wind.
Nat 1.
Okay. Is second wind not a bonus action?
Yes, it is a bonus action.
Okay. And is action surge not? No, I don't think it is. Okay.
The Action Surge gives me another action.
Yeah, I know it gives you one. I just didn't know if you had to get rid of something to do it.
No.
Okay.
It's a natural thing. Anyway,
Yep.
another swing. Here we go.
Yeah, because there's nothing natural about you.
Okay, look, that's a plus 6. 13. Does a 13 hit?
A 13 will not hit.
How much AC can a fucking dog have?
Apparently,
Woof,
as
woof,
much,
mofo.
They're dexterous.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Well-
those damn tails.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So you're saying a dog has more than 13 AC?
Yes.
Bullshit.
Would
It's
be the
specifically a mastiff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it this way, a mastiff is one of the summons that druids use.
They're big. They're big pups.
Well,
very
they're
freaking
medium. They're about the size of a human.
Yeah,
That
that's a big
is-
pup.
Yeah,
That is, yeah, that is very,
Mhm.
very large.
but it's not as big as a direwolf. I mean, direwolves are the best.
Oh god, direwolves.
They're large creatures, so it's so funny whenever I go into a cave as one. Because
Now
it's
those
just like,
are large lads.
eh.
So a 13 does not hit. You're absolutely positive.
Yes, I am 100% positive that a 13 does not
Oh
hit.
my god, I think you should ask again if a 13 hits or not.
Shank, your
Can we
turn.
not antagonize the DM? Okay.
Shank. Hey, it's
I
really
would-
weird. There's a stalactite above your head.
Yeah.
I would like to deceive
Bullshit.
these bitches, and I want to scream out. We were sent by the owners of the house. Stand down.
What language are you speaking this in?
Common.
Common, of course.
Okay. They just
I speak common.
they
or
they just
fucking-
kind of they hear you screaming. Give me a d20 roll. For
Charisma.
19.
okay. They see you kind of babbling on, and they're just kind of looking at you, sort of kind of confused. Like, I mean, and they'll say in Draconic, which one of you can hear. They'll say like, I mean, we'll play coins in a bit. We need to go deal with these terrible humans. Then we can play coins.
I'm the only human here. This is
Yep.
bullshit.
Yep, you're the only human.
No, it's Bullheart.
I'm
So
not
you don't
attacking,
hear
I'm
that. You just kind of hear them say like, Sarja Hasha.
I'm just standing there trying to look intimidating, like, fucking listen to me! Don't want you to die!
Okay, so now the red ones are kind of gonna They're hearing the whimperings of the dogs. There's blinding light everywhere. They're all gonna start moving.
Okay.
So one's gonna move like here.
So who
Another
can
one's
actually
gonna
understand
move
the
here.
Goblins?
I
What?
can.
The Dragonborn, the only one who knows Draconic.
Another one
Right.
here. Another one here. Another
So
one
right now.
about here. And we'll put another one
Hey, do any of these guys happen to speak Goblin?
here-ish. And so, this is going to be fun. This one here is going to, I'll just go from bottom to top to make it easier. So this one here is going to attack your spider.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
is it?
Yep, because
the
the spider
mastiff?
just attacked the dog, so it's going to
Okay,
throw
I'm going to use my spider's reaction, give it a disadvantage.
one problem.
What?
It only works on nearby people. Doesn't work on itself.
One creature. Or wait,
It says other than the defender.
Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't see that part.
Yep.
Okay.
So it will throw one at your spider, and it
Okay.
is within 5 feet of the dog, so it has pack tactics. So that will be a 13 to hit,
That does not hit. My
Okay.
spider has AC of 15.
so that will miss. This one will go and send a... He'll actually probably move up a little bit more, and he'll throw a dagger at Damien. Which that is an 18 to hit, so that will miss. This one will throw a dagger at the sorcerer. So that will be a 23 to hit.
Ooh.
Don't you love pack tactics? Pack tactics are the best. Especially when all of them have it, besides the dogs. Okay, so that will be 6 piercing damage. Then this one will probably try to go for Damien. So that's 17 on the die. So 17, that will be a 21 to hit.
Alright.
Okay.
Lay it on me.
And that will be... This is fun. I love having advantage. That will be 4 damage.
Oh, wait, just 4 damage? Okay, that's
Yep.
not worth riposting.
And this one, which I think is the last one, will also attack the sorcerer. And that's a nat 20.
Ooh.
I've had good rolls today. Would you like to verify?
That's not a good thing, monster.
That's a great thing, actually. It's nice when the DM actually makes things a little
There,
bit
there you go. You can verify.
Yes.
There you go.
Can you use a different dice?
I'm sorry, guys. It's true.
2, 3. So that will be 6 piercing damage. To the
Oh,
sorcerer.
really?
Yep.
That's
Oh.
fucking it.
Are you
You're
down?
all gonna die, including my
Did you
friends.
kill someone?
Wait, are
Oh.
you down? For real?
No.
Oh no, he's gonna dragon breath everyone in the area.
Oh.
Thunderclap, dragon
Oh,
breath,
God.
magic missile,
Oh,
all
we're gonna
combined.
fucking die.
All right.
Oh, fuck.
Carl,
Talk
it is
about
now
nuking.
your turn.
Okay, I want a description from each of you, without saying what your health number is, about how you're feeling right now.
Not so good.
Thumbs up emoji.
I'm like halfway healthy, halfway hurt.
Okay, the robot says nothing.
I'm really the only one who's
Wait.
injured right now, besides
What the-
Brad.
Well, Ferns is no, I'm not hurt. Nor is my spider.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ferns
exactly.
did look a little worried when a dagger went at his spider, but it's fine when the dagger bounced off his spider.
Yep.
Okay.
Let me put it this way: I'm pretty tanky, but like I'm very halfway out.
Great.
I'm a bag
okay.
of fucking cotton candy, apparently.
Right. Okay.
I mean, just be lucky I didn't target Damien with all the attacks. I mean, he is the human after all.
I would have preferred that. Kind of the asshole that ran in.
I mean, I've been getting so many nat 20s, I love it. Granted, they all have basically multi-attacks, so...
Don't need to remind me 24/7.
Someone's salty.
No, I'm talking to my brother.
I haven't actually rolled exactly a 20, so it wouldn't save you anyway.
Give me a second. I have to read through some things.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
Healing Spirit! You all heal! For 20d6 damage! God, I love Healing Spirit. It's such a broken spell.
You know what? I have faith that Damien can take more punishment. On the other hand, okay. One of the dogs is down, right?
Nope.
Okay. On
If
second
they,
thought-
I delete them when they get downed.
Okay.
That's why the other person is no longer in existence that you killed.
We've heard no talking, or nothing I can understand.
You've heard Draconic, that's it.
Right. I don't understand that, and have they made any stabs at New Vegas yet?
Nope. They just
Me and Brad are the only ones
recently
who've been injured.
looked at her confused
Omega,
while
I'm
she's
not
sort of kind of
injured.
yelling, like, I forget what you said, but
We're,
What do you mean
we're
I'm
sent by
not
the owners
injured?
of the house.
I took in like 19
Yeah, oh, yeah.
No, I'm not injured, Omega. I'm not injured.
I said Brad, not Ferns.
Oh, I thought you said bread.
How
We're
do
all
you
in our
mistake?
hearts.
Bread, they sound similar.
It's literally just
I'm
with
just
and
gonna
without the
take
E.
a step back
okay,
and
watch the show. Make some popcorn.
Start eating popcorn.
Make some
No.
popcorn.
No. Use. Oh yeah,
Just heal
fuck it.
Brad already.
I'm gonna use Healing Word on Brad.
Okay.
Okay.
At how many level 2 slot I have?
Are you gonna use a
Healing
level 2
Word-
slot?
No, I'm gonna use cast Healing Word on Brad at level 1,
Okay.
which is 1d4 plus my spellcast mod, which is heal for 4.
I'll
Alright.
take it.
You know what?
Hey,
That's
keep
like-
you up, man.
That's the minimum roll I could have had. So
Hmm?
I love my magic. My magic
Yep.
only ever.
That's
does
why
it for me.
usually you use Healing Word to revive people.
Monster.
It's a bonus action, so you can do something else if you want.
Is it?
Yep.
Mm.
Healing Word is a bonus action.
That's interesting.
It's because, again, it's used to revive people.
Right. Fuck.
What do you say to Brad as you heal him?
Farfit Nugan! What? Sleep tight.
Dumb ways
And you
to
know, you
die.
could
So
you could do a
many
little cure
dumb ways
wounds.
to
on
I'm
him.
going to
Cure wounds, you have to touch
actually-
someone.
One second. So I was here. I'm going to step out and see if I can see any of the guards, which actually I can, and I'm going to call for them to come here.
Okay.
Oh, but they're
Interesting.
humans.
Next chance I get, I will be moving out of the way.
Like I'm going to stand here and call for the guards.
Yep. I gotcha.
Oh, guards. Okay.
If I remember correctly, just to let you know,
Okay.
these particular guards would be considered 0th level adventurers.
Okay.
Aw.
So, theoretically,
And you can probably tell that by, how they reacted when you showed up.
right, theoretically, how squishy would that make them?
That's like 1 hit point, and
Oh, right, never mind. I'm not calling the guards. I'm just going to take a step back out of the building.
okay.
Wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend.
Yeah, they're basically like citizens that have weapons. That's basically what a 0th level adventurer is.
Oh, Lord.
You took the wrong day to attack me.
Apparently they picked the right day to attack you.
Yeah, no, of all the other fucking days, they would just bounced off, and that's...
I know! This is amazing. I love this. Okay, so next after Carl is Greens, so these two are basically going to, let's see, they're going to, what's their movement? Their movement is that, so they won't get very far. They will probably move. This one's probably gonna go over here, and this one's probably gonna go over here. And this one is going to go and pick up this axe, and is going to throw the axe.
They're very insistent
Or
on throwing their weapons.
the mace. Well, yeah, that's because they're squishy. They know that they're squishy. So they're going to throw it. And they're going to throw it probably over there. And they're probably going to put it there. So, okay, that's not a good roll. Alright, so he wanted it at how far? At 8 squares. So let's roll a d8. And 8. He just like you, he throws it, it bounces off the cage and goes right where he wanted it. That cage just is magical at putting things exactly where they need to be.
Damn, that lit up the whole room for me. Holy shit.
Yep. Yep. But he wanted it away from him, so he just picked it up and threw it over there. He wasn't going to throw it to where his other companions were. And these two goblins or these two kobolds here are like kind of like still looking at you like what, and so they're going to attempt to speak in Goblin and be like, what do you want, Fey person? We can't do gold right now because your companions here have started fighting. We could have played with you, but they're fighting our friends. So they're gonna speak in broken.
They can speak Goblin?
They're gonna speak in broken Goblin. It's not the best Goblin, but it's something.
I don't even know if I speak Goblin.
I speak Goblin.
I don't think you do. They're also not yelling. They're just kind of like grunting it towards you. You do not speak Goblin, so you just hear some gibberish coming from them.
Bitch.
Okay, now the dog's turn. This dog being bit by the spider is going to go after it. And that will be a...
miss.
That's actually a hit. That's a dirty 20.
Misconception, sorry.
And is going to be... Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's max damage. 11 piercing damage to the spider.
Bread?
11, okay. Well, it's on 7 then.
And give me a
7,
dexterity
11.
saving throw.
It's Dex. Oh, wait.
Or sorry. Not dex. It's strength saving throw. Strength.
Strength, okay, that's still +2. The following numbers increased by 1 when proficient plus. Sorry, I'm reading something.
Yep, it's fine.
So strength.
Mhm.
19.
Okay, that'll succeed. The
Was
other
the
dog is
dog
going
biting
to... What?
Was the dog biting at the
Yeah.
spider?
Yep.
Okay.
And the other dog is going to attack Damien. And that will miss. Okay, Brad.
All right, so I'm pretty
Thunderclap!
pissed off at this point. So, Dragon Breath, I think.
Right,
maybe.
wait, before you do anything crazy.
Okay, no. You're being
What?
eaten by dogs. Let him speak.
Never mind.
What would you
Brad,
like to do?
If you incinerate me, I understand. I can tell that look in your eye.
Kinky?
No.
You can use fire. Biting and scratching are on the table.
Yep,
No,
it's a
I'm just
15
trying
feet
to
cone.
say is
If I cast it this way, then the cone would cover these two people, but not hit.
You would have to. So you would probably have to cast it, sort of, kind of like this direction, to get these, and it would do this. So it would
Okay,
have to be
that's
like
what-
sort of kind of in the middle,
That's
because this
that's
would
what I'm
probably
going
still
to
hit
do.
him. This would probably not hit him at all, and it would probably miss these two up here. So I'd probably say, like, if you aimed this way, it would hit these and this, and not Damien.
Okay, let's do
Should,
that.
should it not hit the spider, please?
Where's your spider? It's a spider that torch?
Yes, his spider is the torch.
Yeah.
Fuck's sakes.
Well, it's
okay,
not.
look.
It's a big spider, but could the spider just kind of duck under it?
Okay, so here's the question. Where I'm standing right now, if I move, does that give this dog attack?
If you move out of its space, yes.
Well, no, monster.
What?
Could the spider just kind of duck under the cone? Because it's pretty much point blank, so it could just be underneath it.
I mean, let me just see if I make a. Let's just draw. Freehand draw. I really wish they did have a cone feature, but
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably. So if it's starting at yourself, so I mean, in all honesty, it's doing something like that. So I mean, theoretically, if you had it hugging the wall, I would say yes, but you did have it go for an attack.
I did.
So
Okay.
that's like my one condition. If it didn't go for an attack, I would say probably sure, but
Okay.
I don't think your spider would have went in, attacked the thing, and then backed away.
No.
Otherwise, I would say sure, like without a doubt, but you did just attack the thing.
And it used its movement so it can back off.
Yeah.
I can always repair him, or well, he can repair himself, or I could just make him like.
Well, I mean, it's a machine spider, right? So
Yeah, I could just.
wouldn't it be resistant to fire?
I don't think it is.
It is magical fire. I could just put them back together again. Like, it's not the end of the world.
Mhm.
It would just take a long rest, if I remember correctly.
I think it's something like that, yeah. At the end of a long rest, you can create a new defender. Yep.
Yep. So I would just have to remake him, but
Anyway, just go shoot your flames, buddy.
Dragon Breath.
Okay, so you're hitting those three?
Yep.
Okay, can you just paste the Dragon Breath so I can just see it again? Because I know it's saved, but I can't remember which. It is a... So, what's your DC?
My DC.
8 plus Constitution plus Proficiency.
8 plus Constitution.
Plus Proficiency, which is plus 2. So, 10 plus your Constitution.
So I have 8. Alright, 10.
So, it's just 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
and,
So, also make sure you roll damage because it's going to affect everything, no matter what.
Oh, your dragon's breath kind of sucks.
Okay. I think it does level up, though.
real quick, is it
That's a fail.
I mean, it levels up to do more damage, but
you want me to roll for my
And
spider
that's a
armor?
fail. Both of them failed.
Monster, you want me to roll my
Yep,
spider?
you roll for the spider.
Fortunately, that's
2d6.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
okay.
So that will deal 8 damage to both of them. This one is dead. This one takes 8 damage.
Okay, my spider succeeded the save.
Yep, good. Yeah,
So-
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
On a successful save,
So your spider takes 4 damage.
You take half damage, so you take 4. Yep.
he's still alive, barely.
Yep.
He's now superheated and has
On fire.
apart from
Get him out of there.
He's more efficient now.
There's like smoke pouring out of the top of him, and
The smoke's more from the fire, though.
yeah.
My. Ferns
Alright.
is not going to be pleased about this.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
Anything else you would like to do, Brad?
Do I have another action?
If you have a bonus action or something like that, or if you want to move.
No.
Okay.
Okay, baby.
Just-
Okay.
Ferns.
One last warning to the fuckers here to back down or face the same fate as their two friends.
In what language?
Draconic.
Okay.
How do they react?
Because they should be able to understand that.
You'll find out during their turn.
That's fair. So for not appreciating the dog biting the spider.
Whose turn
he's
is
more
it now?
It's fine. Fern says to Brad, it's fine, he's repairable. Good, yeah. But not appreciating a dog hitting him, I'm gonna do the barbed arrow on the mastiff that bit him. So,
Okay.
24.
24 will hit.
At 12 damage.
It's
Plus whatever bleed is going on.
dead. It's dead. It's dead.
Okay.
I wanted to kill it.
On my bonus action, I'm going to have my spider use repair on itself.
Okay.
So I roll 2d8 plus 2
Yep.
for health.
Max HP. Max HP.
Oh. 2d8 plus, was it 4 or 2? So I think it's con? Yeah, plus 2, yeah. 11, oh, it's just about fully, well. Yeah, it's just about full.
All right. Damien.
Oh,
or
okay,
do you still have more?
I had one more thing.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm going to have Spider just kind of climb up onto the ceiling, or wall.
Okay.
So he's a bit more out of the way now.
Got it.
And
Damien.
that's it.
I'm gonna stare this pupper down, and I'm gonna give him a big ol' swing of death.
Okay.
Damien's absolutely pissed off. Does that hit?
What is it? 20? That'll hit.
Finally.
No, it misses.
11 damage.
Okay. It'll take the 11 damage.
And I speak in... And you know what? Seeing as how they don't want to understand common, I speak in Goblin and say, if any of you dare attack me again, I will make sure you're all dead.
Okay. Alright. So, after that is Shank.
Okay. I'm gonna disengage and.
They're not going to attack you.
Okay.
But sure, go ahead and disengage.
Come over here.
Okay, now by the dog.
Well, actually, no, wait. I need to. I'm gonna stop here so I can do my first thingy. Wait, how far is that? Shit.
35. Or 30, because you were there. It actually is 35, shit. Okay.
Fucking fucker neck, whatever. No, never mind. I'll just keep.
Fuckity,
Yeah, fuck.
fuckity, fuck.
Fucking A.
Fucking A.
Yes, basically.
Fuckity, fuckity, fuck.
I'm gonna get up next to the fucking cage.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna do my fucking bolt thing on the puppers.
What do you need for the bolt?
It's after I do my cunning action, so after disengaging.
So it would have to be when you were back here, correct? Because you disengaged from here.
Oh, fuck it, then I'll just fucking walk by. If they want to take a swing at me, they can take a swing at me.
She already said they're not going to
Whatever.
attack you.
I mean, yeah, but that's kind of metaing. Like, let's be
Yeah.
honest.
I need to get at least one attack in, so I don't fucking know. Yeah. So, I'll do that. Fuck. I don't fucking know. Okay, I want to do my bolt, and then yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
some sort of bonus action. I do some sort of bonus action at some point to disengage or run or something. Whatever makes you happy.
Yep.
That's a 10 plus 2 plus
Which one are you
dex.
targeting?
16, the
This
dog.
is not the appropriate music for combat. Who put this in
10,
here?
14, 16 to hit the dog.
That'll hit.
What? It will?
That will hit.
It will hit, okay.
Come on, Brown, really?
It was better than silence. And if anyone
You couldn't at least pick something
would
that was
like to
more
complain, they
immersive
had
to a
four
fight.
You should do that
It's
for
8.
Yeah, I
9,
think
10,
it's
11.
fine, Omega.
12 damage to the dog.
The dog is dead.
I wouldn't mind this if it were like Trout. This is
Look
Oh,
over.
Omega.
You're fucking
Just-
human. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Well, I'm not
Flip
talking
a bird to
about
the
you.
goblin.
I'm very
Or not
grateful
goblin,
for you
fucking
killing the
people.
dog.
Now you're not gonna die. Cause I love you.
Thank you.
I'm done. I'm done with all this shit.
Anyway, I'm gonna kill the kobolds.
Okay, I know this is kind of off topic, but the bear rug kind of looks like a platypus.
I know it does. That's why I picked it.
A deflated
Holy
platypus.
that is exactly the reason I
And
picked it.
actually, right.
Shit,
Okay.
true.
So, these are going to run over here. This one's going
Oh,
to
they took my threat seriously.
just go prone.
Poor thing.
This one's actually going to dive under the bed.
Oh.
This one's going to dive under the bed.
So they
This one's
understood
gonna
what
be
I
like,
said.
shit, I can't dive under the bed, so it's just going to like lie down on the ground and pretend to be dead. This one's going to jump inside the cage and lie down. This
Come on,
one's
aren't
going
any
to
of them
try to
birds?
hide himself in the bookshelf. And Carl, it is now your turn.
I don't
Hey,
think
Carl,
we need
can
to fight it.
I could use some healing.
Okay.
I'm
So
not feeling too well.
what did I just see? A bunch of people just basically all of the
Very
enemies I
nice.
could see either stepped out of the way or
Hmm?
I can go 20 feet or 25. Give me a second. Eventually I will learn this. Oh fuck, how many feet can I walk? Oh fuck.
Usually 30 if you're in extremely heavy armor, 25 usually.
Yeah, but
Well,
I'm
usually,
in
no, heavy armor actually doesn't stop your
I
movement.
think it's 25.
It's 25 if you're a halfling or things like that.
Oh, I'm used to Pathfinder, my bad.
Yep.
Yeah, that shit knocks your fucking walking speed down real quick.
Yeah, no, this only stops you from being stealthy. Yes, your speed is 25 as a dwarf.
I'm just gonna peek my head back in to try and get a better understanding of the
'Kay.
situation in front. Can I pass through the square of my ally?
Yep.
Okay.
Push him
Oh,
aside. Go between
Hello
his legs.
there.
what the fuck happened in here?
You see
Some
two
dogs.
dead dogs right in front of Damien.
And
They
he
got
is
what they
for
deserve.
once blood soaked, right?
What?
He's like for once blood soaked or whatever.
Yeah.
Like bitten, kind of bloody.
He's showing some blood. But I mean, at this point, you probably can't tell if that's actually the dog's blood or his own.
Right. And there's no active combat happening.
Not that you can see currently. But you
Right,
did
I
just
was
hear a whole
flat.
bunch of screaming and, you know, draconic wails.
Right. I'm gonna move your poor neighbors. I'm gonna move in the direction I threw my mace. So that would be that's 25
Where
feet that
where
way.
the hell did my mace go?
Yeah.
I want the
Oh,
fucking
wait.
knife back.
Can I have some healing?
I used it all up on movement, sorry.
All right, you good?
Some heals for the poor souls.
All
Oh.
on moving.
Okay. Are you good?
Yep.
Okay. So these two have just spent the last, round or so trying to break down the boards. They finally got them broken, and they're hopping out the window.
Okay.
This one basically is going to do the same. And is going to follow their lead. These are just going to basically, go on the ground and because they haven't really gotten anywhere with Draconic, they're going to go in Goblin and be like, we just wanted to, cards play, why spoil, kill, away go. To anyone who speaks Goblin, that's basically what they were saying.
I
And they're
step
on
back
their
and
knees.
say,
They
"If you
don't
just
have any
wanted to
weapons
play
on them.
cards,
They're
why
just
didn't you say so?
they're just on the ground,
Why
bleeding.
didn't you say so? Knee deep in their fucking pet's blood.
Yeah.
And I mean, they were literally just chilling there playing dice. Like,
Hey, just
Although-
remember, this is
it
Because
shows
nobody's
cards. I
listening
couldn't
to
find
me
dice.
ever.
this is all
Wait.
one who will not be named's fault. It's definitely one
You
person's
know,
fault.
man, you're the one that went up to try to pet a mastiff and almost got his arm bitten off.
I mean, yeah, that's your own fault. Why would you pet a stranger's dog that's growling at you? That's not a good idea.
I don't know. Some people get a little lucky, but anyway, this is definitely started by one person.
Okay, I only flashbanged and it didn't do any damage. And most of me was surprised them.
Okay.
I'll take that for, an attack.
Damien,
Yeah,
you're
if
the one
someone
that
walked
created-
into your house right now and flashbanged you, you'd probably think Black Lives Matters in that.
Brad, we're skipping that. We're skipping that because of everything going on politically. Brad, it is now your turn.
Oh wait, we're still fighting? Like, do we want to
Black
keep... I know.
lives matter. Black lives matter.
Fuck the police.
No, I said
Get
black
laid, Gatorade.
lights matter.
Anyway,
No, Black Lives Matter. too.
anyway, Brad.
Did we by any chance share what they're saying in Goblin? Does anybody understand what they're saying?
Did you guys all forget I can speak Goblin?
I think they're speaking Marquesian.
What
now.
did they say?
They want to play cards and they're very scared of
Well,
us.
dice.
Wish they would
Dice,
just,
not
that
cards.
we would just leave, but we need to be here for investigative purposes.
Yes,
Wow, they
suppose
said
we
that they
did-
needed to be here for
So,
investigative
then
purposes.
I
Interesting.
say to the goblins that were the
Kobolds.
Cobalt.
I'll be
Kobolds
honest with
that
you,
were
their
just
goblin is
speaking
very
Goblin.
broken. I don't think they'll understand us.
and I speak to them in Draconic. We don't want to harm you. We just need to ask you a few questions.
You can try, but you did just
Oh.
threaten them like I did.
Please don't hurt us. Please don't hurt us. We're just trying to, do what we can to survive. That's it. That's it. We don't want to die. Like, just
Ask them who
get that
sent
fucking
them here.
human out of here.
Okay, well,
And tell them I'm staying, whether they like it or not.
Well, you didn't hear that because they're speaking in Draconic.
The human
No,
is
I'm
with
just
us,
trying
and
to
he
tell
means you
Brad
no
things.
harm.
'Cause
What do
I
you mean
can
he
tell
means
they
us
don't
no
like
harm? He
us.
just killed our 2 dogs!
Well, he
They're
wasn't
not
too
wrong.
sure what your
Kill either
dog's
of them.
And
intentions
he
for
just
us
murdered
was.
like half of our friends!
I haven't even
Well,
killed any
we could
kobolds.
finish you off, or you could cooperate with us.
Don't hurt us.
Choice
Just
is
get the
yours.
human out of here. Humans suck.
Why are you here?
We're not gonna talk till the human's gone. If our master finds out that a human was in here, like we were told the humans wouldn't hurt us. The humans weren't
Who is
allowed
your
in here.
master?
We were told the humans weren't allowed in here. I don't want to get in
You have
trouble.
one last chance to answer me. Who is your master?
It's Damien Bullhart.
That's right. It was all orchestrated by me.
That human over there, kill him. No. One of them. I have to figure out who is going to be the person.
Is our mastermind here? Also, this music is much more fitting.
So we'll say this one is special. He will have a wrench.
He is the architect.
Shurin. Shurin is powerful master.
Sharon, why are you guys here?
No, Shurin is the master. Shurin will surely kill us if humans are here, in this building.
I will kill you unless if you cooperate.
He is much more powerful than you.
But is he more powerful than all of us?
I mean, look, that person nearly died to just dogs.
Okay, it's just bad luck, asshole.
He's got a good point.
So you guys don't stand a chance against him.
Well, then help us, and then we will leave, and that way you won't be killed.
Just make human go, and then we can talk.
All right, so
We don't want to break his rules.
they're willing to talk, but the human has to step out of the room.
Really? I have to leave?
Humans suck!
They really don't like you, and you killed their dogs.
I'm not the one who killed them. That was Shank and...
Either way,
Get
we
the
step
fuck
out
out.
so that we can figure out what the hell's going on here.
I'm not leaving until justice has been served.
All right, I will escort Damien out
No, I'm
peacefully
not
or with a
leaving until
fight.
the one who threw a dagger at me dies.
I
So-
bring out the manacles. I'm like, I will fucking manacle your ass. Get
Just like to
out of
point
here.
out, you're all the way over there.
Hey, monster.
I will walk. We're not in combat.
Yep.
Real quick. Damien's faced away from me, right?
Actually, I'm faced this way, so I can't see you.
I mean, this is the person who was talking, so were you not facing the person who was talking?
Where's Damien right now? I can't remember.
He's right next to you.
He's
Next
right
to
here.
you. Are you blind?
Yeah. Well, will you let me
You know what? Fine.
step
I'll
over
leave. I'll
here?
leave.
And if he doesn't leave, I'll use gust of wind and blow him out the door.
Okay, before that, I want to step out of the way over here.
Alright.
I'll leave. Just send the kobold who threw a dagger at me out here. I'd like to speak with him.
No.
Yes.
No.
Otherwise, I'm not leaving.
Yeah, I'm gonna go reclaim my spider.
He'll be out as soon as we're done.
Fine.
Alright.
I'm gonna go.
I just start playing solitaire with my dice cards while I'm waiting.
There, I've done as you've asked.
Hello, Dragon. You cool looking. I appreciate you getting the human out of here. Now Master won't, kill us. Hopefully. We don't want to be that to Master. That would be certain demise for us. So,
Oh yeah. I also shout, Can you send Carl back here? I kind of need some health.
I just growl in my best dragonborn growl.
oh, you good Dragonborn. We like you. Okay.
That sucks.
So basically, we were told the rules for us being
Yeah,
here
I've seen that one.
we were told to stay in the house and don't let anyone know that we're here. That the humans will be outside all day. Don't worry, they might make a lot of noise, but they won't come in. And if anyone but him forces their way in, to sick the dogs upon them and kill them. But I mean, clearly you guys didn't force your way in. You just, you had the key. So originally we were under the assumption that you were sent here by Master. But I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I can't really tell. You're dealing with a terrible human who clearly doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. I'm pretty sure he was the one who blinded us all. Like,
Yeah.
kobolds aren't good with light, right?
Yes. So
Oh my god, they're gonna blame
I
all the
understand.
problems that happen on me. Like
Ferns is gonna look the other way a little guiltily. Well, actually, I don't know what he's saying.
No, he's speaking in a mixture of like draconic and sometimes slipping into like broken goblin every now and again.
Do you understand common?
What is common? Is that the speak of humans? No, we don't want any speak of humans.
What other languages do you guys speak?
I speak goblin and draconic. That is it.
Water.
All right. So I guess the best way to do this is for me to translate for everyone. So I share with them so far what he's kind of told me.
Okay.
Okay.
Anybody have anything?
Wish I could be here. But the
Do you have
kobolds are
any
racist.
questions for them or anything like that?
Who
No,
is
it's not when we
their
talk,
master?
yeah.
What is their master's name?
What is
Whoa.
your master's name?
I told you already. It's Sharon.
Sharon.
Sharon?
Who is Sharon?
Or
Sharon
Sharon.
a man or Sharon a female?
He is Sharon.
But
So their
well,
master's name is Sharon.
are they also a kobold or a
Is your
goblin?
master a kobold?
No,
What race?
Snick don't know what Sharon is.
How tall is he? Does he know that at least?
Normal size for like maybe like 5'9", 5'10".
Is he a magic?
Whatever the measurement for height is in D&D.
That's fine. Yeah.
Does he play instruments?
Snick never hear no instrument from
Does he wield
Sharon,
magic?
but weird noises of human language sometimes
Interesting. What
make weird noise, very annoying.
what is the language he most commonly speaks? Like, does he speak mostly kobold or goblin or?
He speak mainly human language. But to us he speak goblin.
Interesting. Okay.
And I have to
Does he
relay
live
to all
here?
the other ones because I'm the only one who really knows goblin.
I see.
And I know it perfectly.
Does he live here, or did he take over the house?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as we know, he lives here. I mean, well, we're only here sometimes. When we only live here when we attack humans on the road.
What do you know of the soldiers that have been outside?
I know nothing of them. I told that they will be, or Snick told that they will be around, and they no enter.
No answer.
Wait.
Do you know
Wait,
anything?
he said Sarah, right?
He said, Sharon.
Sharon.
Oh, Sharon. My bad.
Specifically
Fucking Karen.
SHRRIN. But
Oh.
Okay, that one.
Shrin.
How
I'm
long
looking
have you
through
guys been
these.
operating out of here? Like, how long have you guys been attacking the roads?
I mean, wait, sorry, you need to translate.
How long have you guys been attacking the roads for?
In this area.
I
In this
mean,
area.
every now and again. We're not here all the time. It's just, Snick comes here, and when we're told to, and we basically do as we're told. But sometimes we're here, sometimes we're home.
Where? Well, are you willing to say where home is?
Yeah, where's home?
Home is old stone building in Forest North.
Or that's the
Lots of places to hide at home.
So the Landrins? What? I said.
Do you know anything of a recent murder?
One
in
second.
town?
I believe you're correct, but let me verify that.
You're okay, sweetie.
Yes.
Landrin. Okay, cool. Principal. Well, Fern's consulted his map as he does to
Mhm.
say it. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
No, you're okay.
How, if I may ask, how deep in the woods is it? Like it's on the outskirts or in the middle?
How deep in the woods?
Snick don't really know. Snick just go there. Snick just go there.
Who was it that we were here looking for in the first place again?
Mathis.
We should describe him to them and see if he sounds familiar.
So I give the description of him and ask if they know of this person.
Okay, baby.
I don't know. Humans all look the same. For all I know, it's the guy outside.
This is basically the equivalent. Never mind, I'm not going to say that.
Yes, we are recording.
Oh wait, we're recording? Never mind, I will say that. Basically the equivalent of saying all Asians look the same.
I mean,
Omega.
it's like saying all dogs look the same. It's like saying all everything looks the same. Like
No, all dogs do not look the same. That is a given fact.
Okay, then wow. I'm gonna get.
Wow,
Okay.
that was racist.
Anyway,
I said all
boy,
dogs
we
do
are
not
we're
look the
really
same.
fucking this session. What do we fit into all of this? We fit like
Monster.
something about the protest.
lots of bad jokes. Lots of bad jokes. That's all that
Monster.
matters.
If you want
Why are you
to, I
twisting
will
my
edit
words? I
this video.
said not.
No,
I
it's
said-
fine.
Okay.
Put it this way. We do not condone any sort of racism. There is no intent of any sort of.
It's just
So,
like
go
actually
back to the
retarded.
You put a disclaimer and then everything's okay, right?
No.
No, that doesn't make it okay.
Hi.
When will your master be
I'm
back?
just gonna say this now. Fuck sensitive people.
I don't know. Master, come and go. We thought you master when you came in.
What would your master think if we were still here when he came back? Would that anger him?
Probably, but
Is he gonna
I don't know.
come back?
We followed the rules.
Okay.
Besides a human getting let in here, we followed the rules.
Well, what do you guys think?
Stop complaining about my Italian showing.
What is the cage for, by the way?
Oh, the cage? This is just what we do in our free time. We like making traps and stuff.
Oh, of course.
Mhm. That's why there's like rope in the middle of the
Out
thing.
of character, I don't know why I forgot that.
Yep. Kobolds love making traps. It's like one of
Yeah,
their favorite things to do.
That's their saying.
Mhm. But they
that's
weren't gonna
like-
make a trap at the front door because they're expecting their master to come. Yeah. And the fact that you picked the lock so easily, they just thought you used a key. Like.
Yeah. Well, can I say we apologize about killing their dogs?
I mean, You can. They won't understand it.
No, I mean to Brad, so he can translate it to them.
Also, these are gone. They ran into the woods.
Yeah, that's respectable. Well, fair. I don't know.
In
Respectable,
all
but fair.
honesty, so the way the fight is supposed to go is the dogs are supposed to distract you, and they're all supposed to sneak past you. But literally, Ferns, you were standing at the door the entire time.
Yeah.
So they're just like, well, shit, we can't leave. All right.
Was there anything else in here worth looking at?
Yeah. It's yeah.
Because clearly talking to this guy is a waste of time.
By this point.
Are you talking to them about that, or?
No, we're talking to you.
I'm talking amongst like our group.
Okay.
I guess we'll investigate the room, see what else we can find.
Yeah, we should investigate.
Okay. Do you want to ask them at all about anything that might be in the room?
I don't know if they tell us the truth.
Is there anything we should be wary of? That's what I would.
Oh yeah.
Is there anything in this room that we should be aware of?
Wary
Who's
of?
hiding in that back corner?
I don't particularly. Not really. Besides maybe the trap, if you don't want to get strung up. Fireplace burns, so I would stay away from that. Yep. That's about all I. As far as being wary of anything.
Shank, do your thing.
Investigating or?
Investigating, stealing, whatever it is you do.
If I may.
I like him a little like sad face.
Whatever it is that Shank does, she should do it.
I'd put my 10 gold back in my pouch. You meanies. I start investigating the room.
Okay. Roll investigation.
So
Which
can I
which area would
investigate
you like
Oh,
to
shit.
investigate?
That's a 19 plus. What do I have for investigation? 6. So
What
math.
area would you like to investigate?
I see a chest over here, or what I think is a chest, right?
Okay.
This thing.
So you will notice that there is indeed a chest, and it has a lock.
All right. I'm gonna. Is it trapped or?
Check for traps.
Who disconnected?
I did. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well.
Oh, Anita fell asleep.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
6. So. 6. 18. I can.
There does not appear to be any traps on the chest or the lock.
Okay, I'm gonna try and pick it.
And it turns into a mimic! Arr!
Oh, please no!
I'm just
That's
messing
what
with
I'm
you.
terrified of.
Go ahead. Pick it.
And that's 15 plus 8. Okay, I can't do that one in my head. 15 plus 8.
It works.
Okay, ta-da!
Okay, so you peeled the lock. You peeled the lock off of the chest. And
You?
yes, it turns into a banana peel with how well she picked it. So you start sort of kind of digging through, and you notice, as you're going through, there are several changes of clothes for what seem to be a human male, of slight built, a couple of outfits that kind of look sort of like Mathis would wear. As you keep digging, you sort of kind of get close to the bottom, and you notice a small sack. And I will message you what's in the sack.
The answers to everything.
42?
Okay. And
Okay.
you notice as you're going through, a leather scroll case,
Okay,
a
I'm gonna
book,
put that to the side.
4 vials, Two look to be red, one looks to be blue, and another looks to be a green liquid.
2 red, 1 blue, 1 green. Okay, I'm gonna hand those over to our magic people.
You want me to check those? I
Yeah.
have like a 6 in Arcana.
Green.
I guess I'll Arcana check them.
Do you want me to just cast Detect Magic?
There's two
I don't-
red liquids, one
See, you
blue
just said-
liquid.
2 red, 1 blue, and then green, 1 with green liquid. I'm like, well, what's?
Oh yeah, they're all liquids. They're vials. They're vials.
I mean, I guess it's powder.
Real quick,
Who
Detect
puts
Magic
powder
would
in
just
that?
let you know that they're magic, not telling you what magic they do.
What?
Well, Detect Magic would only tell you that
Yes,
they're magic,
they
right?
would tell them.
Yeah.
They would tell you that they're magical if they are magical.
So, I want Arcana check the red ones, I guess.
Okay.
7.
7. Okay, they appear to be shiny red liquids.
Okay, I'm gonna check the
I'm
blue
gonna
now.
attempt Arcana. 14.
So the blue one is. So you probably wouldn't know. So I'll give you. No, it's just. It looks to be some sort of like water-looking thing. Maybe slightly more shiny.
Green. I did not get a good check on any of them.
And green it's like a sickly greenish liquid. It doesn't look very good.
That's fair.
But I mean, it could just be. It doesn't look very good, as in like, it looks bad. It could be absolutely anything, but it
Probably
just
poison.
looks weird.
If I may ask, Shank, could I take the green one?
Yeah. I give them to
Okay.
you guys.
Oh, okay. I'll keep the green. You guys can figure out which other
We
one
should
you want.
probably have these identified properly if we
We
can't
should.
figure out what they are. Just to be on the
Monst-
safe side.
Monster, at some point, would you let me do study this one, try figure it out?
You can
Or
try to study any of them if you would like.
okay,
Um.
I'll do that at some point if no one else figures it out.
Okay. So, yeah. So that's all the stuff that you got.
Okay.
May I investigate, or did?
I listed off everything that was in it.
No. I mean, on my another thing.
Okay. Yeah. What would you like?
Like
to investigate?
I want to investigate the bookshelf. I know the kobold was there, but look, see if there's any other interesting books.
So you're gonna start, and we're gonna move from right to left just because.
Okay.
So you open up the first one, and you see a bunch of random books from like some really really old Shakespeare to some really really old teen novels. You see one that's Twilight, and that's just kind of out in the open there, and you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
And it just
Please
it's a
no
bunch
50
of books.
Shades of Grey.
You go to
No.
the second one, and it's slightly more empty. There's some like miscellaneous shelves that had like glass stored on them. One of the shelves is kind of slightly crooked, and you notice that there's just a pile of like a little liquid on the ground. And the third one, you open it up, and you hear a draconic scream as the kobold just falls out of a broken, like the entire bookshelf and everything is just completely broken. Everything's just in shreds, and he's just kind of like petrified on the ground, like terrified.
Okay. I'm What should I do about this? I almost want to just put him back in the bookshelf. Like you said, he's petrified, right?
Yeah, he is absolutely petrified because he thought he was all safe in his little hidey hole, and now he's been into a like semi-bright room, and he's frozen stiff.
Would you allow me just kind of put him back in the bookshelf and close it?
Yep. He will be
Okay, I'll
screaming
do-
the entire time, but he won't resist.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll just Trent will carefully pick them up, split him back on one of the at least sturdy shelves he could find, and then just close the door.
All right.
So no interesting books. None about like geography or.
Not particularly, no. Nothing
No,
of interest.
Any intact bottles in the glass bookcase?
They're all basically like ransacked and destroyed, and there's a little puddle on the ground, but that's about it.
Lick
That-
the
that-
puddle. Lick the puddle.
Ferns doesn't have a tongue.
There's also a puddle on the other shelf that had, or on the other bookshelf that had the kobold in it.
I mean, if I got gunpowder, I can make a shrapnel grenade, but I'm pretty sure that's a war crime.
Says who?
Technically not.
Okay.
There's no Geneva Convention here.
I'll get a bag. I'll have a bag. I'll try to gather a bag full of glass scrap, but like ones without the gunk on them.
Okay, roll.
Okay. What would it be? A dex?
Probably sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Roll 120 plus 5? 15.
Okay. So you go through and you manage to pick up a few pieces of reasonable size. You probably get about, 6.
Oh, I don't care about size. I just want shards.
Okay. You probably get about,
A bag full or something.
yeah,
Not
probably
big
like
bags,
8.
but like-
There wasn't too much in there, but you probably get about 8 shards. It was just like a few little vials.
Okay.
So it wasn't like you dropped like a mirror or something like that. It was just like a bunch of a few little vials. So you probably get about 8 shards.
We are making that into a shrapnel grenade at some point. Okay. I think that's it then.
Okay.
What's over here in this corner?
It's
He
just
beat
a
much of
little.
that stuff.
It's a little just pit of rocks and stuff that the kobolds had kind of gathered before they came in here. It was basically like supplies that they were using to make traps.
Okay.
So it was basically like, it's like bringing your Nintendo Switch when you go to your grandparents' house so that you have something to do because you're bored.
Is this a
fair.
trap?
That is firewood.
That is firewood. Okay.
So it is a trap.
Yes.
A trap. Is this the desk or whatever?
That is a desk. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna check the desk for anything.
There is currently nothing on the desk.
Desk. Okay. No, I want to look for like secret compartments or shit.
Okay.
Is that useless?
You can try.
7 plus 6. So, 13?
Okay, so you notice that it is a desk, and it does in fact have a little, candle light on it, and that candle light could be very useful for reading a book, or a scroll, or something like that.
Okay.
Hmm?
And then, I feel bad. I want to go look over by the bed. Be like, tell him I mean no harm. I'm just looking. I don't want to hurt you. I just want to look.
Can we hurry
Monster!
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just investigating the bed and around the bed and shit. That's so fucking.
So you see
2 plus whatever.
You see a bed, that looks to be quite messy, almost like the kobolds were all forced to share a single bed. And then you see 3 little water bowls on the other side of it that were probably to give some water to the dogs.
I'm gonna die a little bit inside. Do I have anything to give them? So they can sleep on
One
something?
has the name of Jeffrey, one
I don't wanna
has
hear the names.
Bastiff, and one Frederick.
Yeah.
Do those names sound familiar? Frederick sounds familiar.
No, I literally just came up with them off the top of my head, and
Okay.
we'll forget
I'm
them in
like-
about 5 minutes.
Okay, cool. Feel bad.
I already
Sharing
forgot.
the bed.
Bastiff, Frederick, and
So what was it,
I don't
Julie?
remember. Why don't you guys? Hey, tell them to drag the that some of them could sleep on the bear skin. so they don't have to share a bed. I don't know. I feel bad. Do we know when their master's gonna come back? I forget.
No, they don't.
They don't know. Okay, so
I mean,
besides,
That's
if
what
the
they
master
told
comes
me.
back, I'd see him.
well, see,
Yeah, actually,
here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we camp out here, and we have our lovely human friend take the guards, and they hold up in either the shed or the barn, so that
Okay.
they won't see the humans, and we can chill in here. That way, they're not technically breaking the rules by letting
Yeah.
a human in here.
Would the guards listen to
Humans
us? though?
already been in there.
I mean, us putting the guard. telling the
We're
guards going to a bar.
we're deputized, so technically we should be in authority over them.
Hopefully.
If not, I have manacles, and I'm not afraid to use them.
We only have 2 pairs though, and there's about
Well-
6 guards.
Okay, I'm sure if you string one up, the rest will fall in line.
I don't wish to attack them or get attacked. So, let's try asking first.
Okay, who's good at talking?
Not Damien.
Damien knows how to command officers. He's been
No!
in wars.
That doesn't
I
mean
can
you're a good command.
deceive people,
You can deceive people, that's true.
but
Um,
I'm not good at persuasion per se.
Okay, well, we'll ask him straight up first, and then you can try tricking him. How's that? Is that fair?
Sure, go for it.
Okay.
So we'll
anything
try and
else?
be nice, and then I'll
Yeah.
try and deceive them if shit hits the fan.
Yep.
Oops.
I
Left
have
me
one
to
more
roll
ask.
wisdom.
Then I do have one more question. For Brad to ask the kobold. Do they know when their master's getting back?
I asked them that. They said no.
Oh, they know. Okay. Sorry, I missed that.
I mean,
Um,
they essentially said that they thought you were the master, because you kind of came in like very
Does he
easily.
come in like?
Walked
Is
in,
it a-
fuck shit up.
Is it like
a
a
real
daily?
master would.
Is it like a daily occurrence or like weekly
It's
occurrence?
whenever.
Is it?
It's just
Whenever.
whenever.
So maybe that's not a good idea, but we should have
so
somebody
then-
stake it out.
Also, their master may know of the guards in the area.
Okay.
Well, most likely do. So.
Are any of the guards not human?
No?
Are they all just regular humans?
I think they're all
Or
human.
Okay. So
halfling?
just
Oh, I have
sorry,
no clue.
forgive me.
It's whatever default was.
So what have we discovered over the last half an hour?
Absolutely nothing.
Yep.
Okay.
No,
So-
actually, we have another
I can hear
suspect,
them
which
for a
is
minute.
the kobold's master.
Is that
Yeah.
like that font?
And we
Oh.
watched the guys the kobolds just leg it off. Some kobolds
I
just
usually
leg it
use
off into the
Calibri.
bush.
Yeah.
Yep. 2 of them.
And we've not done anything to prepare about that, or tried to follow them.
Well, they're probably terrified, so they're probably running back home, honestly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and they'll let everyone else know.
I mean,
But
But-
what was that key word? Heading back.
Go?
So,
Heading back.
by the way, just a reminder, you found a bunch of stuff in the chest.
Yeah.
we found scrolls.
And a lot of it is
Baggy.
massive
I
stuff.
can't comment on any of this because I'm not currently a part of
Vials.
the story.
You found
Well-
a leather scroll case, a book, 4 vials, a sack, a few outfits.
Oh, what was the book?
What were the outfits?
They
The
look
outfits
to be
belong
similar.
to Mathis.
Yeah.
What was the book, though?
You'd have to ask Shank, because Shank was the one who found it, and I.
Shank.
Oh, and
What was the book?
yeah,
Pull the
Shank.
book out. Look at the book.
Okay,
I-
that's why
I
I was
guess-
trying to make a note that there was the table with the nice light to read a nice book. The book appears to be a journal.
I'm gonna
While
sit
the
down
name
and
of
get
the
cozy.
author is unknown, the text is written in human common.
Okay.
Since a reading of the entire tome would require quite a while, an investment of about 8 hours, It is
Up to the
likely
latest.
that it is likely that you'll briefly skim, maybe read the last few lines, a quick peruse of the text, if you will. Um, looking at it rather quickly, you can tell that the author is not exactly human, although they write in human or in common.
Bless you,
Um,
child, for you have sinned.
There is no real direct reference
Basically just say
to
English at this
what
point.
the author's race
Common.
is,
Just
but
English.
there are many passages that speak about learning the subtleties of human behavior and trying to fit in with certain ways and trying to understand the actions of how humans interact.
I'm gonna flip back to like the first pages of the journal.
Yeah.
That's basically where you're getting all this from for perusing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say right now, Ferns would definitely study that for you if you want him to, because he has a proficiency in like literature, blah blah blah.
Okay. So then, as you go towards the like last few dates, you can see a date from about 2 weeks ago that says, "My love for Carla is consuming. I cannot bear for her to be united with that orc-faced hog. Gerald's suggestion that I woo her with song isn't working. I must find a way to eliminate David."
Okay, out of character, or do you want me to text you this?
Go ahead.
Melissa?
It's up to you.
Would we know what changelings are?
You guys asked me this before, and I made a note of saying changelings are from Unearthed Arcana, and we're not around at this time. However,
So they don't exist in this world? Or?
However, there may be something similar.
I would make an argument Ferns might know it since he's from Eberron, and that's where a lot of stuff comes
Well,
from.
again, this is from 3.5, so.
Actually, Eberron was
self.
around during that time.
But changelings didn't exist at that time. But there is something similar.
I'm saying
to
Ferns-
changelings. So
I would argue that since Ferns knows of things like that, could I make a check to see if he'd know, like through a history check or whatever?
Sure.
Or we could just, think that
Also,
there's
this feels
something that
very
can change
fitting
into
for this
something
reveal.
else.
yeah, I
think
mean,
that's
you can get the
yeah.
assumption. Like, you might have heard some stories of, some stories that are used to frighten scared children of these monsters that can turn into beasts and things that can disguise themselves in a brilliant manner. I mean, you've probably also run into rogues who can disguise themselves just as good as
And
anything
spells.
else.
Yeah, but we already know he was
Okay.
unhuman, so I'm just gonna make that roll. I won't make the roll real quick. And we know it's Mathis by this
So
time.
he's probably not a bard.
Oh, so I trust my physical die for this one more than the computer one, so.
Mathis wasn't
Disguise.
human.
So
I got a 17 plus 5, that's 22.
Congratulations, you arrived with the rest of us at the conclusion Mathis wasn't human.
That's not what I was checking.
Either not human or...
At all.
So yeah,
you just want to
you've heard stories and such. You haven't seen it firsthand, but especially being from Eberron and stuff like that, you're sort of used to people using spells and even changeling behaviors, even though they don't exist. And you sort of you realize that it's something very, very similar to a changeling. It works slightly differently. You're almost certain about that. You don't quite know exactly what it is because it's only like rumors and stories, and you can never be truly certain with them because people exaggerate all the time. And you don't know. Yeah. But you kind of you get the indication that it's something very similar to a changeling.
Yeah. Could Ferns get a name at least?
I don't want to say a name for the risk of someone looking it up.
I won't. Well,
that's kind of why I'm not saying the name.
Okay, that's fair.
Because you won't know any of the stats or anything like that, so a name is just a name.
Yeah, I know.
So
I mean,
you
I
can
know
consider it
something
a changeling for the sake of
Right.
things.
Okay,
but I
so-
don't know if it's in 3.5.
I'm going to say right now, Fern's kind of perks up and says, that sounds not quite like one, but that is definitely a changeling or something of this, or
Yeah.
something very similar.
Hey, monster.
And it is not
Yes.
disguised sense.
Monster.
Yes.
Rakshasa.
What?
Am I right? Am I right?
I didn't hear
no,
it.
not right. Rakshasa.
Rakshasa.
Right?
No, I don't know what that is.
You would. Okay, never mind. They do. It's basically it's a more powerful version of like a changeling kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
They're tigers
It's-
with backwards hands.
No, it's not. It's not that. But
Um,
again,
It's more for my own
there's like a few
curiosity.
different versions, and that's why
Yeah.
like you
Yeah.
you guys get the general idea of what it is. I just, like I said, I don't want to use the name in the fact of someone looking it up or something like that.
Yeah,
I'd
like,
rather
no
keep
meta.
it a
No meta.
surprise for now. But
Yeah.
it's the general idea is that
Okay.
shapeshifters, you know.
Also, Ferns will offer to study the book harder to
Okay.
look for more answers.
Well, as you continue
if you want him to.
as you
Yeah,
continue
go
to
ahead.
scroll through,
Oh, you can scroll through a book?
yes.
I'm going to do the internet. I'm going to do
I mean,
a
you
book.
scroll through a scroll, so why not?
That's
Exactly.
true.
So you realize there's something from 12 days ago. While probing the feeble minds of the townsfolk, I heard some interesting thoughts from Alstead, captain of the local guard. He seeks to eliminate Sir Derek as Ravi, and assume the title himself. Perhaps I will show him my power and offer to help him for a price.
So that was Alstead, right?
That was the captain that you had trouble with earlier.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a star next to that.
10 days ago, I met
You said
with
10?
that was 12 days ago. This is now 10 days ago. I met with Alstead, first in the form of a common peasant. I changed to the shape of a squire, and then the Revi, then to his shape. My changing gave the fool quite a start. I've never seen a human become so pale, at least not before killing it. He saw things as I did, though, and will agree to help me when the time comes, so I might help him eliminate the Reeve.
Well, that's not good.
Okay.
9
So
days
we
ago,
Yeah, we need to keep an eye on.
the kobolds have developed a virulent plant toxin, which I will use on the Reeve. It would be easy enough to administer. Perhaps I'll take the shape of the surgeon, or even Derek's mother. This is too simple.
Shit, we need to get back to the reef now.
Yeah, we should
Days
probably
ago,
get back.
fate played into my hands this night. Wearing the shape of the son of Shedrig, I killed again, and David is now in chains. When he is executed for murder, Carla won't be so distracted. I shall watch the trial with relish, but command Alstead to keep anything pertaining to me out of the investigation, as part of our bargain. 5
I don't-
days ago.
Oh,
The trial was a disaster. That fool priest brought out the chalice, and a full-scale investigation will undoubtedly follow. I asked Alstead to post guards outside my homestead to deter anyone wishing to question Mathis. But he refused, unless I agreed to kill the Reeve this very night. Since I won't be able to return to the village for quite some time after poisoning him, I will take my love with me, and when I depart from the town. I made it enough versus this past month. Tonight is a time for action.
when was that?
5 days ago.
Yeah, we should get back now.
Remember the fact that you guys never questioned Carla?
Shit.
You never would have seen her. She wasn't in the village.
Yeah, we went to go
Carla.
question her, but she wasn't there.
No, you
Yeah.
only talked to her parents. You didn't even ask to go see her.
No, we did ask, and they said she wasn't around. And I guess we just thought, yeah.
Yep.
I go and I lock the chest and I put some dust on it to make it look like we didn't touch it.
Can we keep the book at least? I'd like to learn more.
I'm just locking it so that gives us an extra time because he's probably not going to come here and look for the book first.
Okay.
Because he already has what he wants. So this is just to cover our tracks a little bit.
Yeah.
Cobalt, dude, you person who speaks Draconic, tell them to bury their dead and clean up the blood, or we'll come back and we'll kill them and their families.
Are you kidding? We're gonna do that anyway. We don't want the other one to kill us.
No, but we will find you and we will kill you.
No, you don't scare me. He scares me. The other one scares me much more. Ugh.
You know what? You know what I say? You know what I say? We don't need witnesses.
Well, we just wanted to play dice with you.
Yeah, I just leave him. I
say we point ourselves back towards town and we boogie.
Yeah, we need to go now.
Real quick,
I've definitely been a part of all of this.
Yeah,
we gotta fill him in.
Yeah. I'm gonna give the kobold that's been giving us all the answers. I'm gonna give him a gold coin because, well, he's been cooperative.
Yay! He'll take the gold coin with glee.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
This one's coming over here and is like scooping up everything off the table.
I already took my 10 gold back. So there ain't shit for me.
So, how did you spell Sharon again?
SHRRIN.
RRIN. That's that. Can't say I've seen that spelling of it before.
Yep.
That's
Shrin.
Cool.
Yeah, Shrin.
And his name was Snick.
Snick. We like Snick.
Not spelling it.
What?
And then I guess I'll
cool.
take the journal.
Yeah.
I'm literally writing Snick is cool. We need to go. Okay, what I want to do is how many guards are outside?
You have 2 of your guards that are following your command.
And that's it. It's only 2 out here?
Yep.
That are guarding the place? Okay, we need to pay them so that they never saw us here.
Why are you making noises?
Because they can't know we were here. Not with this information. So I was going to give this and separate it for us, but I take out the bag and it's 48 gold. Should we just give it to them and ensure that we won't be told?
How much gold to them? 48?
It's 48 gold. That's enough to set them up for the rest of their lives. And then some.
That's true. I think them having that much gold will be suspicious. I'm pretty sure that they're just scared of me and they don't want to do anything, so...
No, I'm talking about the guards.
The guards.
Yeah.
Well, they're fucking peasants. I'll roast them if they get in our way.
No, it's not
that.
They're townfolk.
Yeah.
They're townfolk. Let's give them each, because he is right though, 48 is quite a lot of money. Well, not to event. Yeah, just let's give them 48 each then.
48 each?
No, I got 48 total.
48 each, that's a lot.
So that's 24 each.
I can give them, I'll pitch in the other 48. Why not?
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Weird.
With that, they see Snick sees like the amount of gold and his like eyes are like bright and shiny, and he's like, oh, the scroll case, and it's like pointing towards the scroll case.
I opened the scroll case up.
And you notice a map depicting the town and the surrounding countryside with a prominent X that has been marked on the inside of Landrin Woods.
Ferns would like that.
And that's
map.
where he was hiding. That's where he was hiding.
Yep.
So we need to keep both of these extremely safe and away
shiny.
from everybody.
Shiny.
Fern has. I'll give him 2 more gold.
Shiny.
Ferns will take the map because, well, he has special cases to lock that stuff up.
Yeah, make sure they are like under heavy lock and key, and
Yeah.
you don't
Like-
sleep, right?
He doesn't sleep, and Fern's quite
Okay.
literally has little locked scroll cases for this kind of thing.
And-
Because
we need-
he's yeah.
We need to be in the. Okay, you might want to stay with me then, because I'm up too. So that way there's no chance that these can get out of our sight.
Okay, let's do the buddy system.
Yeah, this can guarantee. I mean, you're gonna have to sleep with a little kid and a bigger kid, but
This
I
fine.
don't sleep.
This
we can
red
play chess.
kobold
We can play chess together.
attacks the green kobold and like tackles him to the ground, and now they're fighting over the little bits of gold. They're like play fighting over the gold.
Okay, they're just
Just leave them. They're happy.
Shiny, 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 shiny.
Yeah,
You
okay.
never saw us. You never.
I
saw
guess
any
we'll
of
do
us.
the buddy system and then head out back to Goblin Tooth.
Technically, I can run faster than you guys if you want
Oh.
me to get to anything first.
I also have Light Stride, which Light Step, which I think lets me travel faster, like in the world.
I'm probably
Shiny, 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 shiny.
Stabbing kobolds.
Shiny, shiny,
No!
shiny, 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 shiny,
I
shiny,
jumped in the
shiny.
way.
You
You'll have to
say
stab me.
shiny one more time.
Let's just run.
I'm attacking
Let's go.
someone.
Okay,
So yeah,
so
we
let's get going. Let's get going.
Yeah, we head back like as quick as fucking possible.
Okay.
Yeah. And we'll fill Damien in on the way there. Also, Carl, don't forget your mace.
Alright,
Oh,
well,
yeah,
as you
good
guys
job.
exit the building, you see me sparring with the guards.
Oh, good.
Okay, yeah, we pay off the guards.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
we
love
pay
all
off.
the design work
Wait,
here.
why are you giving the guards gold?
Don't worry,
We,
walk.
we will tell you.
Okay.
What's going on here?
Walk.
What the hell did they tell
Just
you?
walk and talk.
Walk, earmuffs on the guards, earmuffs on the guards.
Alright, we'll start explaining now.
You. Okay, so I'm assuming you fill him in just to
Yeah.
save
Yeah.
time.
Out of earshot of the guards, though.
You emerge.
Tell
we're
them
doing
to
it.
stay there.
I knew
They'll,
it was
they'll
a
stay
guy
at a
using the
distance.
spell
They're kind of
disguise
watching your
self. I
back,
knew
making
it.
sure no one
No.
ambushes you.
Damien, it's not this guy's self. He's the actual changeling, or something like a
I would
changeling.
like them to
What
stay
are you
at his
talking about?
house.
Changelings
to keep
don't
up
go,
the
come
facade.
from here.
No, they don't. Well, it's not. How would you know that? One,
In
how
my
would you know
time
that?
of wars, I fought changelings. They're not from this part of the world.
I did not know you. There has to
Changelings
happen
don't exist in this
anyways.
world.
They don't. They don't exist. Technically, Ferns doesn't. You
He
don't-
just knows of things like changelings.
because
like-
Ferns is from that world,
Yeah.
and
We need to get to the
Ferns
reef.
says it is a changeling-like thing.
Okay, because we're running out of time, I'm just gonna skip that entire conversation. You're caught up
That's
to date.
fair.
You emerge from the filthy homestead into the velvet night as the freezing dribble descends from the darkness above. The drizzle grows into a heavy, cold rain as you hurry back, and your marching is punctuated by the sound of thick, slimy raindrops pelting your armor. The storm has turned the road into a slurping morass, and between the poor footing and the growing weight of your rain-soaked cloaks, it is difficult to maintain a quickened pace. At last you arrive, mud-caked, breathless, and soaked to the skin. The barracks is still fully lit.
Okay.
I want to go straight to the reef. Like,
yeah,
now. Like,
I want
fuck
to do that
everything
too.
else.
You must make
Like,
haste
I
to
don't
the
give a
reef.
shit.
That would be the barracks.
That's the barracks? I thought he had his own house.
His desk and stuff is at the barracks.
Yeah, we're going into the barracks.
Oh,
Okay.
Alright, let's go to the
So
barracks, boys.
you enter the barracks to find Sergeant Malkin seated at the Reeves' desk. His armor is caked with grime, and his red-rimmed eyes exhaustingly look up at you. The heroes, from his unshaven face, where have you been? I sent for you at the inn, but you weren't there. We have serious problems.
We are
No,
somewhat.
you're in
Where's
danger.
the reef?
The Reeve has taken ill. He has been brought to
Okay.
the church where Brother Rosby is attending to him. I
we
haven't
need to
received
get
an
this-
update about his condition in about 2 hours. Will you please go and check on the Reeves' welfare?
Do you
Uh,
have any apothecaries?
Damien immediately goes to
anything
the
like
reeve.
that?
No.
Is there any like herbalists, anything like that in this town?
I
We know what the
only
poison is.
the only person that maybe I don't we don't really have anyone who deals with plants. We don't really have an herbalist.
What? Do we have like druids? Anybody?
You can make an argument for Fern Smite now.
The healing people.
Um,
The church is the best healing.
yeah, the church has an herb garden.
Yeah.
We need to go tell them what this toxin is now.
Yeah, what
the
was
sooner
the
the better.
toxin's name, by the way?
What?
It was like a
What was it?
neurotoxin, right?
Yeah,
It
what
just
it
was a plant-based toxin.
We don't know what it was.
It
like,
didn't
what kind?
it didn't mention a name for you. It said a 1 second. Let me just read it.
Rufalin.
A virulent plant toxin.
Virulent. That's the name.
I think that's a descriptor.
Someone needs to go. We need guards posted around the reeve. Don't trust anybody with any food or water to him.
Oh, so it's just a very hostile poison. Gotcha.
Okay, change of plans. Set a buddy system. You or me need to be with the reeve at any time. One of us. So we know that he's safe.
Well, yes.
I mean, I already said Damien bolts for the reeve.
Okay, I guess we'll follow then.
We can only trust us.
Yep. Well, yes.
That was established a bit earlier, but yeah.
No, I mean like he's gonna be anybody in this town now because as soon as he looks at a face.
Dumb question. What's the code word?
Okay, we need to whisper this in each other's ears so nobody else.
Okay.
The code word is fluffy pants.
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, fluffy pants.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
No, Damien, you're gone.
Yeah, you're gone. We got
you.
You bolted.
By the way,
Yeah.
the best way to do a code word is to have a code word and a different response.
Okay. So
Just saying, because in actuality, if you go up to someone who you suspect to be it, most of the time you're going to demonstrate that you yourself are it, so you say the code word, and if they respond the exact same code word, they're just repeating you because they're assuming it's a code word.
Okay, you know what?
It's actually a
Let's
tactic
say-
used.
Let's say fluffy pants, and the response be, "How dare you?"
That's actually war tactics, by the way. That's
Yeah.
to no
would
friend
know
or
that,
foe,
but
you
he's
don't
not
repeat
there.
the same
He's
thing.
currently at the reeve.
Yeah, Damien did it smart.
Okay.
Like what?
Yeah, so we need to go.
Whatever.
Yeah, sooner the better. So move ass.
Whatever.
Okay, so
Um,
you're checking on the Reeve.
Reeve.
Do you have any knowledge in herbalism kits or anything like that?
I would argue Fernsmite since he's a former ranger.
There's
but-
Damien does
it's-
not have any knowledge on herbalism.
If you, it's actually a trait, or it's actually a proficiency.
Anyone's gonna be the best healer here, like.
It would be the healer, yeah.
It would be me, and I'm going to assume that
Besides the one healing potion.
Like,
I have,
there's
that's about it.
actually proficiencies in herbalism kits. That's why I'm saying.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Ferns does not have that.
Okay.
I'm only proficient in Smith's tools.
Well, actually, I
Can-
might. 1 second.
Monster with my whatever it's called, like what type of fucking rogue I'm in. I can change a different specialty like every fucking day. So can I change to that?
What's the
Whatever it's called.
what's the ability?
That sounds too convenient for the plot.
Actually, I could.
No, it's a legit thing. I usually like go.
Still
instead
sounds
of,
too
like-
convenient for the
What's
plot.
the?
Especially
I forget what
mid-game.
the thing is because none of you ever update your stats on Roll20. So.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll
mine's
tell-
not a thingy. It's
I
Fuck, I
forgot
gotta
about
turn my
this.
phone up.
Ferns also gained a new.
Hey, I update my stats all the
Ferns
time.
gained another tool proficiency at 3rd level with his level switch, and he already had proficiency in Smith's tools. So I could technically do that, but that's up to the DM if you want us to do that.
when you finish a long rest, you gain 1 skill or tool
Like I
proficiency
said,
of your
that's kind
choice.
of
You
too
can replace.
convenient.
No, it's
Okay,
part
Omega.
of my, you don't know what my fucking.
So you would
background is
have to
because none of
take you would
Yeah,
have
I'd
to
have to
take
take
a
a
long
long
rest to replace it then.
But Monster, it's possible for me to do it if you would allow me.
I
Because
I
could
wouldn't
technically have
because I'm not going to, and the reason I'm not going to is because if this event hadn't been occurring, would you have taken a herbalism kit?
that. No, I would not.
Exactly. That's kind of the reason why I'm going to say
Like I
no.
said, too convenient.
Because that's
Okay,
kind of
Omega, shut up.
that's kind of metaing at that point. Just like
It is.
you know,
It
Shank
definitely
Want to know what
Shank
mine's
needs
called? It's called
to take a
Tokens of
long rest
Past
for it.
Life.
So
Well,
But
in
none of
theory,
you care
if
what
it
I
doesn't die.
am. You just call me a skank and a thief.
No, that would be
I
mean.
don't say that.
That
I
would
don't
be
say
mean.
that.
I can't speak for
Technically, that's
Damien.
only been Brown.
Also, Sashin said he rushed into the barracks claiming that David had forcefully taken Carla from the kitchen. Strangely, though, David is still sitting in his cell at the barracks and has been under constant supervision since being brought there. Captain Alstead also has left with half the watch about 3 hours ago in order to comb the countryside for Carla. It now befalls me to create a plan for the town's defenses with what little remains with about half of our garrison.
Right.
We can't trust him.
Okay, guys. Fuck. Okay, we need like 2 people to catch this guy up. I need to try and get to the temple to help what I can with the Revi.
I need to sleep. I mean, I don't technically sleep, but I need to get a long rest.
So
also,
to
Omega,
Alright,
as you
whoever's coming with me to the Reeve should take the drone.
whoever's coming to the Reeve, you'll see that Brother Rosby is basically just throwing curative spells as much as he can at it. So
Okay.
he's and that one's going to fail. That one's going to fail. And that one's going to fail. So he tried
Really?
3 spells on it and all 3 failed.
And what kind of condition does he look in?
He looks extremely ill.
Fuck, give me a second.
I'm gonna go to the fucking store, the everyday store place, whatever it is, and I'm gonna get an herbalism kit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go.
There's
straight to bed.
there's some herbs and stuff in the church as well.
Okay, but do I need the actual kit?
You would need proficiency to actually cure this.
Okay.
I'd like to do.
I'm gonna go
Ferns could
straight to the temple.
actually. Ferns could technically make you a.
What I would like to do.
You don't even need an herbalism kit. There's enough herbs in the church. It's just you need to be proficient in using it to actually be able to cure it.
Which none of us are.
Because you're essentially using the herbs and the poison that you know to make an anti-venom.
Okay.
So that's a little bit more than just here, I apply herbs. Yeah, basically.
I'd like to
Herbs, I put
try
that
to
shit on
cast Cure
everything.
Wounds on the Reeve.
Okay.
Okay.
He's not wounded, he's sick.
Well,
It will basically, he'll feel a little bit better, but it's not curing the disease at all.
but it is prolonging?
Maybe slightly.
Okay, I only need 4
I
hours.
could do a lot of
Okay.
stupid- As long as
I think that failed.
As long as I can keep him up and running for 4 hours.
I mean, it's a pretty heavy toxin.
Is there anything we can shit. You don't
Okay.
have what's that one fucking
Okay.
cantrip? Spare the dying or something like that?
Yeah.
That's only if they go under.
So, but if he goes under, then you
I
can
don't
bring
have
it
it.
back.
I don't have it.
Also, I would argue that this would probably be considered an insta death.
Right.
This would be like doing max HP to him after a certain amount of time.
Okay, just to make sure that this is all, I'd also like to cast Detect Poison and Disease, so I can, they kind of identify the kind of poison and whatever, just to make sure it is what it is, and that's gonna eat up a spell slot for me.
So let me just see. So you can sense the presence and
I can
location.
ritual. I'd like to
poisonous
ritual cast
creatures,
that
disease
instead.
within 30 feet of you. You can identify the kind of poison, poisonous creatures, or disease. I was reading that, but sure.
How many healing
I
spells
didn't
are not
remove
spells?
it
How
or
many
anything.
No, but you moved the tab, so it brought me out
Oh.
of the tab.
Well,
You know,
I put it
it's
the
in chat.
Oh,
It's in
okay.
chat.
I didn't see it. 30 feet, you can penetrate most barriers. Okay. So are you casting it?
Ritual cast.
Okay. That will take you
10 minutes?
10 minutes, basically.
Yep.
Okay.
Do we have any healing potions?
Yeah, I have 2.
Okay, when you see him start getting really bad, shove a fucking healing potion in his
I
face.
still
We
have
just need
four
to buy
spell-
4 hours.
I have 4
Okay.
spell slots on hand too.
Oh shit! Hold on, the kitten jumped. I gotta get him.
Oh.
And theoretically, I
Yeah,
get
it's
pumpkin.
a range of yourself, but you detect around you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come here, baby.
So
I thought you were
Can I,
talking about
like-
like me as myself, and I was like, okay. So
Oh,
what
my
are you doing?
phone's gonna die.
So
Oh,
can
shit.
I see what kind of
It
like-
is
like-
a plant-based poison, and you can sort of kind of, with the vial that I'm assuming is still on one of your people, you notice about the same energy coming from that.
Right. Okay.
So you're basically almost certain that it's exactly
Yeah.
that's the same
Does anyone remember what kind of poison they said it was?
It's
plant
plant-based
toxin.
poison.
Yep.
Plant based. Was that it?
Yep.
Okay. Who
It's a
has the
plant
poison vial?
toxin.
Let's give it to the cleric. Not me. The priest.
What vial?
The vial that was which of
The
vials?
sickly green one?
The sickly green one. Give it to the bishop man.
Also,
Okay,
is anyone still talking with the sergeant?
No.
Somebody should have
Okay.
caught him up. I walked off to go deal with the reeve because
I'll be talking to him.
Okay.
Okay. So Ferns is not there, so you won't have. Who actually has the map?
I do.
Okay, so you're not there, are you?
Where? Oh, at
With
the
the surgeon. At the
no, I'm
surgeon.
not. I am
Okay.
not. Well, I could
No.
head back if you want. Well,
You
because
wouldn't know.
Shank said Shank told me, hey, stick by her.
Yep. So that's fine. I just wanted to make sure. No particular reason.
Oh no, there's a reason.
So I'm assuming you're going to mention the fact of Alsted's treasury. You're probably
Treasury
going to
or
provide
treasury?
some evidence, so he's going to be
Treason,
basically
betrayal.
in.
You know, the plan to kill you and a few other people.
Basically, since the Reeve is unable to perform his office, and the leader of the village now falls on the captain. But since there are now questions about the captain's loyalty, Alsted cannot lawfully perform the Reeve's duties either. Control of the village therefore passes on to Malkin. His first act is suspending the village watch's involvement in the murder and recalling all troops to Goblin Tooth. He also re-deputizes you guys under his authority, and
Malcolm
he gives you
is the sergeant.
yes,
Okay.
who is now basically standing in Reeve.
Yeah.
He is giving you the option, basically the priorities of locate and rescue Carla, arrest the captain and bring him back to the village for trial. If he resists, you are authorized to use force, and to continue your investigations of Aetan's murder as time and resources allow.
Oh no, we
Right.
already know who killed him.
Well, we have a pretty good damn guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does that mean for the rest of us? I'm going to be hovering over the reef, pumping him with healing whenever whenever it seems like I should, whenever he gets worse for wear.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't really do much in this, unfortunate. Well,
You help Skank.
He will be stabilized for at least another day.
Okay. That
So,
seems-
we're
gonna go
safe.
gather some.
Ferns could technically make Shank
He's
a,
still gonna be like coughing and in bad shape, but he won't die for another day because I rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
That's lucky.
Shank,
Yep. You're lucky
which
I
of
didn't
you
roll a
has
nat 1.
Yeah.
Which of you has the poison vial?
I do. I can hand it off.
Since I'd like to grab it and give it to the
No, I'll give it to him.
Okay, we'll give it to the priesty man and see
Yeah.
if he has anything in herbs that can
Okay.
counter.
Priest is going
you-
to attempt another spell, and another spell, and both fail.
Okay. Well, can you identify the potion I just handed
Or
him?
could I try, or...
It's a potion that he's not familiar with. That they literally, the kobolds made it themselves.
Right. Fuck.
It's a brand new potion that, or brand new poison that no one really has any idea how to fix.
Can Ferns try to study it during this time? See if he can figure out what it is.
Sure.
Okay. Do you want me to have us use specific tools for that?
Just give me a nature check. Or a medicine
Nature
check. Give me...
Nature's
yeah, give me
better.
nature to try to figure out what it is. Give me,
Medicine. Okay.
medicine.
Ooh, don't fail me. It failed me.
Well, that's just the nature fail.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see if it's monsters.
Nope, that's not gonna work.
Okay. And medicine. Oh, 30-20 on medicine.
I mean... Okay.
So I don't know how it was made, but I know what it is.
Um,
Hopefully. Please tell me
so-
20 works.
So for the medicine check, let's see. How do I want to put this? You know that basically it's gonna be really it's pretty potent, and you're gonna need some sort of antivenom, or some sort of antitoxin, I guess is a better word. And that there might be a chance that a spell might potentially work, but it would have to be a specific type of spell.
Okay. So we know it's a poison then, right?
You definitely know it's a
pretty much-
toxin. You 100% know it's a
Dragonborn
toxin.
character work here.
What could he do about this?
He has that spell that can remove diseases.
And because of the medicine check, let's come up with a
Oh, that was just a nature check. Okay.
no, that was the medicine check, but
Okay.
you see
so-
on the side of the
Dumb question.
thing,
Brett, are you a
it
contract?
says
Contract?
you see on the side of the container, there's a little like small embedded print on it that says Edarak Darahastic Mafarendir.
I can assume that's draconic, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna tell Shank I'm gonna go check with the Dragonborn real quick because I'm pretty sure that's draconic.
Okay, I have to stay motionless, so
Okay.
I can hear
Uh,
you, but I can't really respond or anything.
As long as you heard me, we're fine. But Ferns will just go after.
Okay.
And well, I guess I'll ask Brad. Could you tell me what this says for me, please? It's a bit urgent.
Oh,
And I'll hand
I
it,
forgot the lore at the end, but
Oh, okay. Well,
So I tell him everything he wants to know.
plant dragon death trap.
That's useful.
Plant Dragon Death Trap. Eh.
That
Okay, well-
that is the lovely name.
Plant dragon death trap.
the look I just got.
I'm Ferns is gonna look confused and thank you.
Okay.
Because like I said, the
it-
kobolds made it themselves. So.
Yeah.
To be fair, what does that mean? We have a very toxic poison.
Yeah. That
Basically.
Monster, you're real good at giving non-information today.
I know.
Um.
I have to make this full of ruses.
It's really annoying.
But
You're
it's very
welcome. I'm glad.
It's good, but it's very annoying.
I mean, in all honesty, I'm not gonna remember any of this for next session.
Because they'll
No.
need a few fucking months.
Yeah. Um.
Okay. So, what does this leave us with the opportunity to do? We're just stuck waiting for Shank to finish up.
It
To
seems so.
Throw whatever shit she can at, so we can gather on the reef and just fucking pray she can find something to do it.
Mm-hmm. Monster.
Yep.
Would you allow me to get the proficiency in alchemist supplies? Because that was one I was thinking about
Yeah.
getting either way at some point.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's the one
the
that you were gonna go
proficiency,
for, then go with that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was that. Because if you need a reason why, it was because last session someone said, "Why don't we just make chloroform?" I'm like, hey, that'd be funny.
No, it's all good. I don't need a reason. It's just
He's
I wasn't
like,
gonna let
"I
you
wanna
use it for
piss in a
herbalism
bucket
because I
with
know you
mustard
weren't picking
gas."
herbalism.
Yeah, no. I would. Yeah, no. I'd let go with alchemist supplies then. But
Yep, that's fine.
I'll try crafting them over this rest then, because I can do that.
Of course you
I'll add that to my character sheet actually.
Mm-hmm. So, anything else you guys want to do?
can.
I don't think we can do much else.
Anything, guys?
Nope, nothing else. I think that's all we got.
Shabby?
Anyone still talking to the?
Oh,
To the
yeah,
captain?
I assume the captain's still done by this point. I assume the Revy's unconscious.
The Revy's in a bad place. He's sort of kind of like he's doing a little bit better where he's not like in the verge of death constantly, but you know, he's still not looking in the greatest shape.
Yeah.
Go drink beer, I guess. Seems like the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Sergeant Malik's gonna ask if you have any other information or anything else that might be useful.
No, we really don't.
Like potentially a map.
Oh,
Wow.
you do have a map.
Oh wow! What a surprise!
I'm not.
No, we got nothing, man.
Yeah, I'm not there though.
Fuck's
It'd be
sake.
up to Chappie to say that or not.
So, even though the map has no words on it, the color fades from Sergeant Malik's cheek when he sees the location marked by the X. The map leads to a cursed place. The answers you seek may be found there, so you best hear the story of the evil that unfolded there before you depart. To
Please
us
do.
it seems half a children's tale, but it may be of some use to you. And he invites you to sit down.
And Ferns will take out his journal and start writing.
Okay.
Because he likes this stuff.
The Curse of Bloodstone Priory. Ages ago, humans and the Fey folk dwell in harmony. In the area now known as Goblin Tooth. The land was a sylvan paradise then. Even the weather carried out the binding of the gentle druids who ruled the Vale.
I don't mean to be rude. The Rev is currently dying while you go over all this alliteration. Can we, get to the CliffsNote version?
And man and beast and fey lived in peace for centuries. And I'm assuming you told them that you basically stabilized them for the night.
Yeah.
Sadly,
a night is not a long time.
I mean,
but he can't do anything about it. He doesn't know how to fix it.
Yeah. And
He's got Brother Rosby on it. That's the best he can do.
And is Carl even with us right now?
And he's
I need
trying
to
to
be
help
fair.
you on your journey.
Because we're literally at the captain's quarters, and I think the only other one who would be here is Brad and maybe Damien.
Yeah.
Yeah, Damien's listening to the story.
Sadly,
Okay, so Damien followed Ferns.
this time of peace and safety ended several generations ago, when the Fae retreated from the land beyond Dim Shadow Woods. With the departure of the elves and other fairy folk, the peace between man and beast was broken, and the hated goblin savages tried to take the land, and thus began the troubled times in which we now live. Legend says that the Fae promised to return one day, but only children believe such tales now. While no one knows for certain why the Fae left, many guess that the events that transpired at Bloodstone Priory served as the primary motivation for the fairy folk to leave. Back in the day of Fae, the humans built a priory in the forest north of the village. The wood was protected by the elves, and the monastery was a symbol of the friendship between man and Fae. The buildings were collectively called Greystone Priory. All was well for decades, until one dark day, when Landrin, one of the friars, ran into the village, his flesh and robes terribly burned. He brought ominous news. The cleric stammered out of the prior, an aging fellow by the name of Ormond, had a secret laboratory beneath the prior. There he had imprisoned a number of Feyfolk with the intent of divining the secret of their immortality before death could take him. Lodrin had stumbled upon the place quite by accident, and was aghast at the torments the captive Fays were suffering. Before Landrin could escape the laboratory unnoticed, the prior returned and discovered the frayer. Intent upon keeping his secret, the prior used spells to slay the young priest, and eventually calling down a column of fire upon the poor monk. Satisfied that Lodrin was dead, Ormond went back to the upper levels of the place, and presumably to make sure no one had heard any noises from any conflict, intending to dispose of Lodrin's body after sunset. While the flames would have killed a normal man, Lodrin wore a magic ring. It appeared as a plain band of worthless iron, but it allowed its wearer to regenerate from injury. In a short while, the friar was able to walk and rose again, and he quickly exited Greystone, while the prior and other monks were breaking bread in the refectory. He made his way to the village to tell his story. Saint Leonid Arotan, then an itinerant cleric, used his magical chalice to verify the monk's tale. When it was found that Landrin spoke the truth, an armed party of humans departed from the village, intent upon rescuing the Fae, and dragging the prior back to the village for trial. More than 200 men set out into the forest. Barely 1/4 of them returned. Ormond knew what Lodrin would do after escaping the laboratory, and set the priory in an immediate posture of defense. Entrances were boarded over, and monks fought bitterly over every flagstone, all while screaming accusations of heresy and sacrilege against Lodrin. Apparently, the prior had whipped his clerics into a battled readiness by claiming that the heretic was intended upon destroying their monastery. The battle was long and brutal, and men returning from the fray spoke of an enchanted traps and horrible spells, fire, and bloodshed. They accordingly renamed the monastery Bloodstone Priory. No trace of the secret laboratory was ever found. But the woe did not end with the battle. A few of the men had small, reddish welts upon their skin immediately after returning. During the next fortnight, the welts grew in size, and other symptoms, such as high fever and deep chest coughs, appeared, as other villagers noticed small reddish welts upon their skin. The men returning from the battle of Bloodstone Priory had brought plague with them, and more than half the village would die before the efforts of Saint Arwen brought the sickness under control. The humans were uncertain of what happened at the priory, while Lordrin's words were magically verified as true. The laboratory was never found. Those who survived the battle were stricken down with plague, an occurrence that was generally associated with divine disfavor. Had the villagers made a mistake? At a town gathering, it was decided that the priory was a cursed place and that no one would ever again speak of the battle, for fear that either plague or Prior Ormond would return. Now only the very old and those very involved with local military matter are aware of the ruined priory, let alone what happened there. The forest came to be known as Lordran's Woods, named after the bold monk who warned the town.
Right. Good job.
How
I
far
only
away
messed
is
up a few
that?
times.
How many?
It's a bit north across the river. Like I'd argue it might be a day or two trip.
How long would it take to get there, monster?
So the ruins are located about 3.5 leagues, which is a little bit more than 20 miles.
Yeah.
Right.
So that'd be a few days walk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You could go by horse. That might be faster.
Yeah, it's both of you assume Ferns can ride a horse.
He is made of metal.
True.
And very heavy.
Yep.
Like, horses are strong. I don't think Ferns is strong.
Off point, is Ferns technically a construct?
Yes.
A lot of people see him that way.
If you're
Because that-
like, I needed.
He's a construct with a soul, essentially.
Yeah.
So because my healing magic says I can't heal a construct, so
It can heal him.
okay.
It can heal me since I have a soul.
Okay.
Or
If only I
what's
had a
close,
soul.
as close as an artificial soul can be.
Yep.
Depending on your...
He's
line.
considered another he's considered a race.
Got it.
It's not considered a construct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or else you could only use mending to heal him.
Yeah, which... Yeah, actually my spider has that.
Yep.
Well, he has repair, which is something similar.
It's for himself though.
Yeah. No, the spider can repair other things.
Oh, can he? Okay.
Yeah.
But
But like two constructs are an object.
yep. So
Either way, if only I had a.
that story is going to be the end of Goblin Tooth for a very, very, very long time.
I would not say very long time.
I cry just a little.
Either way, well, I was just going on
Alright.
hiatus for a bit.
Yeah. It was fun though.
Oh, I had a blast, and in all honesty, I really wanted to finish this book so that I could basically spend all of my time at home working on the third book.
Yeah, I still can.
But
You still can.
oh, I'm still probably going to. But if I'll give you a sneak peek of this, just for the sake of none of you will remember.
I disagree with that.
So,
So.
yeah, that's the map for the next area.
Ooh.
This is a dungeon crawl.
Yeah.
Basically, it's 42 plus rooms.
Where was the map?
D&D.
I put it very shortly, because I don't want you guys to see it for too long, but...
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, so, like, when I was looking at it, I was like, you know what, I got 2 weeks, I can, like, skim through some of this stuff, and basically, like, speed it up, and we'll be able to get through it. I then pulled up this and just went...
Nope.
It took you 3 sessions to get through 20 places. This now has 42 with combat encounters. Fuck.
We can do it. We got enough time tonight. Let's roll.
No, like, literally, I'm going to bed now. Some people have to
I
work
am
in the
going
morning.
to say this much.
Oh.
I did not get to be a part of the session for a very large chunk.
Yeah,
Because you ran off at about half of it.
and
and
the other half was
in
for story
in
purposes.
all
I was
in,
forced out.
I mean, you also like came in there, and the whole fighting started, and they assumed it was you because you were human.
Who, man?
Yeah,
What I'm gonna
Damien
say
kept-
is I'm dissatisfied with this campaign run. And,
I'm glad. I'll make sure that you don't join for the next one.
yeah, no, you keep running into the middle of everything, which
I mean, I was actually gonna have them play with you guys, like
that would have been fun.
because I basically
I
went with
shouldn't
the
have shot the
rules.
flashbang.
I
Yeah.
went with the rules, and the rules that they had, that they were told, which, again, they followed the rules, and for all they knew, you came there with the key. Like, so
Yep.
they were told to stay in the house, don't let anyone know that you're there. Humans will be outside, don't worry, they make a lot of noise, but they won't come in. And if anyone but him, does force their way in, sick the dogs on them.
I
But-
will say that was a shoot first, ask questions later kind of
Oh
thing.
yeah, without a doubt.
And I will say Ferns did it because he's just used to it by this point. Open an area. There's danger inside.
Originally I wasn't
fighting.
planning on doing that, but as soon as you guys were like, as soon as Shank like went up to the table, I was like, okay, I'll have them play with you. Like, let me just make sure that it's not going to violate one of the rules that were set up, because they were much more terrified of him than they were of you. And the other thing was just imagine now, okay? You had 30 guards outside, and Shank Misty stepped in here.
That would have been fun.
Because the guy would have been like, okay, stabby time.
First of all the windows are boarded. Second of all, the front door is locked from the outside.
And on that note...
Hence why I said yes, please don't go out there. Like, please. I mean, you can if you want, but please don't.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I didn't force my way in there in that scenario, though. I appeared there.
Yeah, and that's not gonna set them off.
And technically, you are Fae, which would piss them off even more.
And that is
Like-
a Fae ability, so that would definitely clarify that you're Fae.
Like, they would kill you with extreme prejudice.
But yeah, so they were
Personally,
just.
but yeah.
guys right now.
Yeah, but thank you, Monster. It was fun.
Yeah. So which was your favorite map out of all of them?
I like Goblin Tooth. It's cute.
Okay.
Although the cottage one was probably the most well built.
Okay. The one that's not even made by me. Okay, I got it.
No, I really like the Goblin Camp dungeon.
That one was good too.
That one?
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah.
like the one with the dead horses, personally.
Yeah, I like the cottage was probably the best in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, we did have the plated horses.
I'm gonna.
I mean,
I'm just gonna
I
ignore
like
that and say I like the Goblin Dungeon one the best, purely because it was jaggedy and kind of like the most just. It seemed like how a goblin would make a place.
That's fair. Although, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it was a close second.
It did feel like a goblin dungeon.
I'll be honest, majority of that design was based off of what they gave me, but I did add a bit of more jaggedness.
me personally, my favorite map was random map 21C. I think a really good job was done on that one.
Okay.
This one? Definitely Shady Oak Inn, not a tavern.
The bar fight was fun. We beat up a lot of people.
Oh yeah, it was a blast.
Either way.
Yeah,
Either
it's been fun to run it. Lot of work, but a lot of fun.
Do you know when this part will be uploaded?
In 2000 years.
How far am I in the current ones? Because
I think you're at 7. I think you're at session 7.
Let's see how much more I have to go. YouTube.
I don't think there's that much more.
There's a lot of parts.
There are.
So yes, we are apparently at 7. So let me go to
Hey!
my YouTube studio. Videos.
Upload part 8.
So, apparently, wait, okay, so there's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. which are all already. Wait, do I not have them set to upload? They say private.
Well, guys, I gotta go. It was fun,
All
monster.
right,
Thanks.
be good,
Yep.
Chappie. Have a
Yep.
great one.
Have
See you
a good
next
one,
time,
man.
Trunks.
Bye.
So they should be set to upload. It doesn't appear like they are, but they should be set to upload because that's basically what I have been doing. And then once those go, let's see what we're actually at as far as totals. Because if I go to my visuals, as far as totals go, we're looking at today is what's today's date? 6/7. So we have 14 parts currently, so this would be, I think, part 15. So about halfway there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll probably set all that stuff up to do it automatically while I'm home. So seven
Okay.
weeks. 6
I
weeks.
might start. I want to start getting editing practice in, and I have a little, let's say, project in mind that I want to do.
Okay.
So I was just curious.
Is it like best moments or something like that?
I'm not saying what my the editing might just be cut it down to a little more bite sized. I'm not saying what the project is.
Okay, that's fine.
Just a clip of every time I say fuck.
I could do that. I do want to get editing practice at some point because
I mean, you're
Be
more than
interesting.
welcome. You have access to the YouTube channel, so you can actually grab
Yeah.
all the ones that aren't even uploaded yet.
that is true. Editing, a lot of people don't realize editing is very time consuming.
Oh no, I know it's very time consuming. Even rendering is even more time
I'm not
consuming.
I'm not telling you specifically, but
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of people don't realize editing is sit down, do it for like 8 hours. You're a quarter done.
Yeah. And especially with this much footage.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I despise editing, hence why I don't do it.
And I'd be willing. My problem is I don't like my own voice.
Fair.
But that can be fair.
I don't think anyone likes their own voice, let's be honest.
It's not an uncommon trait, but it's still
Yeah.
one.
And I do know that we missed out on the manacle part, so
I'm sure you do.
no, because that got cut out.
Yeah.
Because I accidentally
Oh,
stopped
did it?
recording a few times. Yeah.
Oh darn. That's
So there's a few
Um,
parts that have been missed, but I think we have like majority of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta thank Monster. Don't forget to message.
Oh no, trust
Even
me,
if it's
I
saying
will
hi.
spam all of you, especially if you message me. I will always have my Discord running.
Okay. But yeah. Thank you, and have a good one.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah. Bye bye.